back to Charisma Plus. We're on episode, I think, 14. I hope that's right. If I'm wrong,
Yes,
then you can complain at me. Maybe. I think it was the 13 was last time because I was like, oh, number 13. Who's going to die today? Right. But, yeah. So thank you guys very much for coming back again. Some of us are a little under the weather. Jamar at the hospital today. I got a headache. He's tired. Bump went to a wedding.
So he's not feeling good. He's so under the weather right now.
He's so clean.
Gotta be, man.
So fresh and so clean.
So clean.
I was playing it today while I was getting ready.
Before we get started, we're going to go through you guys' fan art that you guys let us see by using hashtag Charisma Plus on Twitter.
Let's see what these
So,
let's looked at all
see
this.
here. I'm just going to put it over. Nah, I can't put it over our faces. Whoop.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bam.
Yeah.
We may have did this one last time, but I can't remember, so I'll put it up again anyway.
Them stats.
Them stats, though. This was when
The douchebag dice
the
decided to just jump out of my pocket.
Happened to fall out of the pocket.
yeah, your enchanted dice that it rolled. I forget what number it rolled, but all of your belongings became invisible.
You remember that one, huh?
And
Number
the
5.
two dwarven brothers are like, whoa!
I love the anime look, like what's going on, like, yo.
And Ao jumped up and covered her up. And we got bam. Teen Hayes right there.
Wow.
I guess I'm part of the. I'm Robin. Yeah, look at me.
You are, because you're the leader. The annoying one.
Hey, that cyborg so hard.
Man, you looking good right
Matt's
now.
Beast Boy. Mary's how was her name?
Starfire.
He's right. And then you got these two dudes over here. The rest of the team over there.
Am I supposed to be negative all the time?
Yeah, you're negative. Yeah, Mr. Negative.
Oh man, then we got I feel like I saw this one last time too. I don't remember.
No, there was a different twin one.
Yeah.
That was a different one.
Yeah.
I think it was a Full House.
You guys got the sweet life. Aw.
Hey, you're right.
I'm too old for this show. I don't know. Yeah.
It was a Disney show.
But look at y'all though, man.
I think it fits.
So happy.
Yeah.
Then we got.
Y'all should go blonde.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a real good one.
That's really funny.
That snarl though.
He even captured the grays in your beard.
Yeah, you got it.
I just now noticed it. I didn't even notice
Was
it.
this made by the real Matt Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah, the real Matt
The
Allen.
good one. The
good
good
Matt Allen.
The real Matt
It's
Allen.
Matt Allen nerd.
So
All right.
I mean, I want to make fun of my stupid looking face, but this is what my face looks like.
It's pretty accurate.
Very accurate. Your teeth are very white.
Very
Mom,
accurate.
what the hell are you yelling
Looks like
at?
we need some
He has a kitty beard.
I'm trying to get those stats from that girl over there.
I'm this is me acting as Owen. So angry.
Here I am.
I'm back.
Or the Emperor.
Yeah, that's probably the Emperor, yeah. Woo! Hi,
Oh,
hi, glasses.
All right.
it's got the Harry Potter glasses.
Yeah, right there beside that, you got Belle. Ooh.
Liz. Hello.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. We got. Whoop.
Oh, goodness.
Got some Raynor.
The scales.
Scales.
I
Scales
like
going
how they
on.
did that.
That's
That
pretty
looks
cool.
cool.
Yeah, dude.
We got
I like the eyebrows on that.
It's very
You should do yours
swooshy.
like that.
Very
Swooshy.
swooshy, yeah.
You should grow it out.
my eyebrows straight back to the ear.
Yeah. I think you can pull that off.
I'll get some
And,
baby face over there.
Yeah. You do have a
Baby-
cute little baby
Baby
face.
face.
Yeah,
face.
look at that
Hey,
guy.
where's Bumps at? I don't see Bumps on here anywhere.
Rip.
Oh, it's in there.
It should be in there.
Well, I don't see.
It's on the slide.
It's on the slide. So during the break, you guys will see some more art, and Bumps is in there. I've lost Bumps, but it looks like Bump, and it's pretty amazing.
It's really funny.
Here's one of Bump right here. We
We have to tell the others.
This is anytime an NPC asks Bump a question, we gotta tell everything. We gotta tell it all. And speaking of Bump, here's another one of Bump from our last episode. Boop.
Oh.
Bump, you're a frog. Look at you. Look at you.
Zoom in more.
You got turned into a frog in the last episode.
Got polymorph.
Is somebody the light bug behind?
And which princess? Which princess is that?
That's Tiana.
Is it?
You haven't seen Princess and the Frog? It's a
Right.
good movie.
I don't know.
Sound kind
It's
of.
cool.
Where's your
Not bad,
princess
though.
at?
Really?
She right, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna be
what I'm saying.
that's Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
That's a ring.
Yeah, we got
Yo,
some,
girl.
got some Belle.
Yay!
Hey.
And Penelope.
Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope.
With her braided hair. I just noticed that. That's
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so well
I
done.
think we got a couple of Belle. Here we go. There's some more.
Yay!
No.
There is so much Belle art. Oh my god.
Because that was so cool. Oh, I haven't seen that one before.
That one is
My
tight. I haven't seen it.
birds.
Yeah.
Aw.
The birds when you play in
That's
your
so
ocarina.
cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I think there's one of
I like that. 'Cause
by the same artist that made
oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The Dwarven
Look at that
Brothers.
dwarven string right there.
Man, yeah.
Dwarven
Look
Street.
how much
That's
taller I am.
cool.
Yeah.
Yo, why are you Why are you
Seems right.
Yeah, that's gotta be accurate.
I don't know about that, man. I don't
I
know.
also
Well,
appreciate
I mean, I am standing further back.
Yeah,
they,
you
they have you guys in full plate as well.
You're still
so, you know.
taller.
I think here's one. It's gonna be a little sideways. I'll fix it though. But
I like that.
there's a dragon.
The dragon.
The dragon.
Oh,
That
snap.
I said I was
dragon.
gonna fix it, but I can't. I can't. The dragon
Just
sideways.
tilt your head to one side.
Yeah. Everybody just turn your
There's
head.
a way to flip it, but let's see. I can't find
That's supposed to be the dragon over the
fast
Elven City
enough.
Yeah.
when he was in the
Or is
book.
it the
Yeah.
one
Oh,
that's
you
in
did.
the arena?
There you go.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the one that's supposed to be over the Elven City, if I remember
Yeah, it's
right.
the Elven
is.
City.
Yeah.
Oh, the nice
okay.
dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's the good one.
Cool.
Oh,
The
and
good
then, one of our viewers that watches with their little pet gecko.
Aw.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw that tweet.
I think they turned someone to a frog. I'm not sure.
No,
Is that
they're.
Terrence?
What? No.
It's chasing a
That's
cricket.
bomb. That's
Yeah, it
definitely
looks
bomb.
like him, yeah.
But it's Raynor if he was a gecko.
Mm.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
cute.
Rainer's a gecko. Oh, okay, I get it, yeah.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Is that how you do
Hey,
it?
Kobe.
Kobe? And then, ooh.
Oh, dang.
That is so
Wow.
creepy.
Oh,
What up, girl?
that's so
Wow,
good.
wow.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's the ring. I mean, not the ring,
Not
but
the
Namaru.
ring,
That-
it's-
Namaru.
Namaru.
Yeah,
Namaru,
the
yeah.
red-eyed lady.
That's
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
That's
actually
weird.
pictured her before, but she looks hot as hell.
The one that suddenly, sentenced, bumped to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't work. Got them hands full. Think her eyes red now. Wait till I get done with it. Think they're red now.
can't kill her now. Look at those stats.
I mean, you can't roll. I keep rolling for them stats.
And then the last one I have right here is one that you guys will appreciate. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
There's Scron.
Nice.
Scron falling for all them ladies.
Shrine was in heaven last episode.
I like
For
that
a
she's
brief
got,
moment.
She's got hold of your beard.
Yeah.
They're all faceless because they're really dirty old hags.
Dirty old hags.
I just showing body.
That's awesome.
Well, that brings us to the beginning of the episode. So last time we just talked about the hags. You guys went on some adventures. You guys took on some Adventure Guild quests. And the first one was just cryptically save some kids. Save a village's kids. You guys showed up, and they gave you a story of someone was taking the children. A woman was taking the children, beautiful woman in red. Someone tried to stop them. Anyone that tried to stop them was slain. You guys investigated, followed a trail into the woods. Is it sour?
Don't you dare be sour.
You guys going through the woods, you guys eventually got to kind of a swampy area where our full plate guys started getting kind of stuck. Bump got... You may have almost died, quicksand. We don't even know what it was. You were just sinking.
I was just sinking in something.
And you just didn't have the strength to get out.
What's strong enough?
Till you were saved by your friends.
Family.
Who got the rope out and threw it over the tree?
That would
Not
be
me.
me.
That would be other dwarven strength than
Yes.
right now.
You're welcome.
We had the bright idea.
What happened to your dwarven strength?
Man, them beautiful women, they sacked it all. I was like, oh,
He ain't seen him yet.
We
He just hear me
haven't even got there yet. He knew they were there.
let me tell the story the way I interpret it. Man, whatever.
And so about this time when you guys were getting stuck, Ao had started hearing singing in the distance, or you actually heard it before that. But at this point, all of you could hear it, and some of you can make out that there were three voices singing in unison. You continued on towards the voices, and in the distance there was smoke and light from a flame. You guys got into a more murky area, more open area, where it kind of turned into more of a marshland and swampy. And who saw it first? Who was up there first? That sure it was Ao or
Yeah, I was
He
up there
snuck
first, and was it like a little island in the middle of the swamp, kind of like a little like dry land, and it had a hut there.
Yep.
And three ladies singing.
Yeah, they're out from the rocks.
Yeah.
And, Scryne was just
Beautiful ladies.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. Wow.
In terms of stats, bad.
A couple of us snuck around to get to the hut while our tanks went up front.
To struggle.
Brian got charmed.
From a distance.
Yeah, from a distance. It's usually how it works.
From a distance, until you walked up close into all three of their clutches. But while you were there, when they were just kind of fawning over and you were just drooling, Ayo, you were inside their hut. What did you find inside of the hut?
There was a cage, and the two children, well, at this point, they were withering old men.
Mm-hmm.
Or were they both? No? I
There
don't
were
remember.
three of them,
There
two
were
male,
three.
one female.
Okay. Cut the bond on the cage. Tried to talk to them, but they couldn't talk back. They were too old. They're too tired.
Yeah, so too weak to do
Yeah.
anything. And it's about this time
That's when we engaged in the fight.
when the beautiful women
Yeah.
were not so beautiful all of a sudden, and they dug their
Big nasty
claws into your chest and shoulders.
It was heartbreaking, really.
Yeah.
It broke the whole tongue.
You guys engaged these three hags, which they were a coven, so they were a little more powerful than they would be on their own. Lumpy got turned into a frog at one point.
Yeah. Instead of getting, I shook the charm off, and then after that, I got polymorphed into a frog. That was amazing. Just do my thing. Felt
I
like,
threw a fireball at you.
Yeah, I was
guys.
fixing to say.
you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mary was sneaking around. I don't even know if you really looked inside of the...
Yeah, she was
I
with
didn't-
me.
You were
Yeah.
with her? Okay, well,
Yeah.
you came out of the hut. I guess you were just mad and just threw a fireball on your party.
Like everybody was
Got
there.
him.
Got him.
like, you know,
That hurt a little bit.
Only a little bit. You guys passed the thing, so you got half damage.
yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. We're almost dead next
Yeah, it's
time.
all right.
Like, yeah,
It's
it's
all
all
right.
It
right
was right
now.
at the beginning of battle. I wouldn't have done it late in the game. So. It's good.
She wasn't going to try to kill you.
You gotta get the finishing blow on, man.
Yeah.
Yep,
At some point, you went into the ethereal plane,
I did.
and you...
And I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
Azeron's friends,
Dirt.
except they were all standing kind of together, so I don't really know who it was linked to. But I saw him.
it's kind of like a real... The ethereal plane's real... The way...
Right.
It's like kind of real foggy and misty, I guess. I always imagine it like you guys. I think you guys actually gave me the reference last time, kind of like in Lord of the Rings when he puts the ring on.
Frodo
It's
and
like
the ring,
everything's just
yeah.
kind of windy and odd looking, but the world's kind of come together for you, so you can still see everyone there, but you can also look into the ethereal world too.
Yeah.
And you saw the shadowy creature standing above your friends. And then you guys slain one of them. Who slain the first one? Do you remember?
Ayo. It was Ayo.
Yeah.
You stabbed her in the back and
Yeah.
Oh, I
Kick her
had
in
a
the mud.
dog too.
Oh yeah, you had a dog.
I had a
Yeah,
dog.
you did.
Fierce hound.
You had your fierce hound that later got fireballed by the,
Oh, yeah.
the wand of wonders.
Oh, yeah, it's magical.
Yeah, from
Wand of
Raynor.
Wonders. Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't really help it at that point. I got to Kobe it over there.
In the last episode, I think more damage was done to the party from just you casting fireballs at each other than the enemies did. But they disappeared and they tried to get into a better area to flank you guys, but we still couldn't really do enough. And you guys slayed them all, and that was where we ended last time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys haven't. You guys you checked on the kids again.
They
The
They
turned
children,
into
they turned back to
They seem to be revitalized, and that's the point where we cut off last time.
Yeah.
So let's jump right back into it. You were just give me an idea where everybody is again, if you remember.
I'm in the hut
Yeah.
with kids.
I was standing outside of it.
You're outside the hut.
I'm on the far side, further from the hut.
Yeah. And
Crossed away from where you threw the fireball from the hag, so we're
you're
like,
still up, kind of out there where you were in your frog.
Yeah.
Emma, do you remember where you were?
I was next to Ashram.
Man, you were.
I was, I
Doing
guess,
good
somewhere
between
in
that.
between that because I had to walk a little forward and throw that axe. So,
Okay.
or I had to get my axe too. So I
Yeah, so
guess
you
I was
walked over there to get your ex. Okay, so yeah, you've freed the kid. The kids seem to be revitalized. They're crying and they're hugging you. They're happy to be freed. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go up to the cauldron that's in the middle of the hut
You gonna check the
and
quarter now?
walk inside of it. Yeah.
All right, you look inside the cauldron, and there is what you'd expect, just this green, goopy, bubbling gunk that just kind of pops and kind of hisses above the edge of the cauldron as it splashes. It smells not pleasant. You're reminded of
It's not beef stew.
I have a water skin. I'm gonna empty it out and then dip it in the.
You want some of it?
I'm gonna take some.
Okay. Are you? How are you doing? Are you dipping your hand into this? Or are you
No.
just
I'm just dipping my bottle in.
dipping your bottle to be careful to not get it on you? Okay.
Do I need to like roll for that?
It's pretty thick stuff, so you actually kind of it's bubbling, but when you put your skin down, you kind of have to push it down to a little bit, and it's almost kind of like a paste on top. But you can get
Like
you
a
can
pea
get
soup.
Yeah, it's pretty thick stuff.
Thick.
It's pretty thick. It's
Much thicker.
almost like it's been overcooked.
Split pea soup.
Thick.
Yeah.
That's thick.
So you can it doesn't really just like fill your water skin up, but you can get maybe
gotta
just like a
scoop it.
handful of this stuff to go in.
You never know when you need some
Unless
liquid.
you just want to continue to drag it through this crusty layer over and over again.
You gotta scoop it. That's nasty.
I'm gonna quickly just look over the kids, see if they're all right.
Okay, yeah, you check them out. Like the two young boys and even younger girl, about the age of around 7 to 8. They seem fine. They don't seem like they've been harmed. Looking over the girl, you do notice that like it looks like her hair's been cut in places. Other than that, they seem.
Okay.
Just add a game to the DM.
Mhm.
Last week it was just 2 kids and 2
Was it
days.
just 2 kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can say this.
Suddenly, there's a third one there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's whatever.
Maybe I had it written down. That could have been another one taken.
Okay.
Magically, there's a third kid there. now.
Wow. I'm
The one that
gonna-
you guys didn't even know was missing seems to be kind of over to the side, maybe kind of under the covers a little bit, like the sheet they have, and they roll over and panicked eyes as another child that you guys didn't even know about is there.
I'm gonna walk. Well, I'm gonna step over to the little girl, kneel in front of her,
Okay.
and pat her on the side of the head, and ask her, "You ready to go home?"
And she like just the swollen eyes from crying just rubs and yeah.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, a day maybe.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else?
Oh yeah. Can I go over to the, where the 2 hags were over in the corner, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over to them and kind of like search for anything that they.
Search them over.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You do find you search both the hags. On one, you find a marble figurine. As you look at it, it seems to take the shape of your face. It seemed like when you picked it up, it just seemed to be smooth, small, little, like chest-sized piece figurine. But as you look at it, it took on your features. On another, all you find on her, it seems to be just an orichalcum ring. It's broken, but you can sense magic and warped magic coming from it.
Okay.
I guess I want to walk up to the one that caught the fireball and died. Was
You want to check the last one that hasn't
Yeah,
been checked?
the other one.
the last
Yeah.
one, yeah. Just walk over to it. Make fun of it, talking about how they look like some kind of rip off of, I don't know, Beyonce and the other 2 girls in the
On
group
the
or something.
final one, all you found on her, it just seems to be a wooden puzzle box, and when you open it up, it just seems to be just like a little jigsaw puzzle-ish. But those of you that are sensitive to magic around there, you can sense there's a slight bit of magic that comes from it. As you're gathering the kids and you're heading out, you will notice there seems to be a small cache nearby. Maybe a couple bags of the hag's belongings.
I want to check through the stuff.
Okay. You can check through their stuff. Inside of that, you don't find any gold, but you do find what's to be like a jagged iron spike and there seems to be blood smeared on it.
Nice.
And you can definitely tell that there's something magical about this. And you also find it looks to be leather armor, but it's a little different than armor. It kind of almost, instead of leather, it almost feels kind of like rope. And in the final one, you find a set of scrolls, simple scrolls bounded by a leather cord.
How many scrolls?
There's 2.
Alright, we can dish that out later if you guys want.
You guys gather these items that you find. You look over the rest of the belongings. There doesn't seem to be much else here. Just kind of, you can find what looks like just hair and other things that have been gathered, personal items, and then nothing really of note to point out.
Is there any kind of trapdoors or anything on the floor?
None that you see.
Oh, man.
The sneaky one want to investigate the place anymore?
Why would I do that?
You do have the kids that you came for, and they are still horrified and would like to go home.
Alright.
But you have loot successful.
Okay, cool.
I'll look at Hymo. Hymo, have you seen magic like that before? That deceiving. They were obviously something. They appeared to be something different.
I haven't seen anything like it, but you fell for it.
That was awful.
But you were in love.
Yes, brother. Did you not like how they look? All old and, saggy? I thought it was your type.
You were up there with me, brother. What are you talking about?
I shook it off. They were ugly to me.
Was it maybe it was in the music or something? I don't know. It really got to me.
Wait. Hold up. You still love Zareen?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I just.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I guess it's on.
Okay, he's back. Because when it happened, you didn't even know who Zareen was. I was like, what about Zareen? You were like, basically, whatever.
It must have been some sort of trance or something. I don't know.
They had you hypnotized. Them pills don't lie.
I'm assuming you guys are having this conversation on your way back.
Yeah.
Just talking to him.
As I, walk out of the hut, introduced, this is Scrine, it's Hymo, it's Asaran, Ray, and Belle. They helped me get you out of there.
And they're all 3 kids. They kind of are standing beside each other, and they look. I mean, they don't look like they're still like bawling and crying, but they do look quite bashful and don't want to look at you in the eye.
I stay close to him.
And they just kind of shuffle near you.
Well, let's get you kiddies home.
Yeah, we need to move before it starts getting dark.
Yeah. So it's a hike back, so might as well get ready.
We should
Yeah,
take a
range.
more careful route. That way, maybe you don't get stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
As you guys are getting ready to head back, make it, or whoever, if someone's leading, make your survival check. Or if you guys are all attempting to do it together, then make a group one.
Here we
Is that
go.
what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh,
I mean,
You got 19.
16.
Oh, you do.
I got 12.
15.
We got dual nat ones over here. No roller ball.
Starting the night off right.
Wow.
1 + 3.
As we're walking, does it count as a short rest? I need to heal up a little bit.
As you're walking, hey, you guys haven't been that far out. It's probably about a 30-minute walk back.
Yeah.
I can rest later, it's fine.
I mean, I can pop a
I mean,
hut
unless
up.
you guys just want to stop and
No,
rest.
let's
let's
go on.
just go back.
Yeah, we can
But,
talk
get 'em
about
back.
it.
So with your survival
much you
checks, I
get?
guess the 2 nat 1s counts as 2 failures against 4 successes, right? Wow.
That's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty good.
Pretty good ratio.
Hey, we'll make one more roll for me. Because you have a pretty good idea where you came from and the direction.
Everybody making another one?
No, I'm just saying.
12.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be very hard to make. You know back the general direction. You guys can get back there. It may take you just a little bit of looking around as you're heading, but you kind of know where you're going. And you guys just couldn't see you guys getting lost already, right?
I mean, they can stay pretty well inside of us anyway, right?
Yeah. And the trip back is uneventful. You guys, you remember where the holes were
Yep.
that you sunk into, and
They're still there.
Waited him.
yeah, you're able to find the tracks that you guys made coming in and get out. And it is it'd be about 5 p.m., maybe 5:30 p.m. as you guys come out of the corner of the woods. Not from the same place that you guys went in, but a little more off to the side, but still relatively close to the village.
Perfect time.
And the sun's still up, but it's starting to be that kind of orange color. You can see a couple of fires have started in a few of the houses. And Lyda is pacing around between the buildings.
Walk straight toward her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys walk. It takes her a bit before she recognizes you. That she's still disoriented from her morning, but as she sees your face lights up, and she just like, oh, and she starts running towards you, and the kids dart toward her as well, and they meet, and they big hug. It's such a beautiful scene.
Oh, no.
Oh. They're just so happy, and she's just like, and like she is just bawling uncontrollably at this point, and the kids are kind of, they're also crying, but they're teasing her a little bit about how much she's crying. Hugh, the old blacksmith.
Who is the blacksmith?
He approaches you guys as he realizes what's happening, and he claps you on the back. Good job. And other parents, the parents of these children, have also, like, everyone in the village has pretty much come to the middle to see what's going on and have the celebration that their children have been returned. And
Speak up to Hugh.
yeah,
These children are lucky to have parents that care so much about them.
yeah. Unfortunately, we lost a few, but it's okay. But what can you do? As you notice that some of the kids are with just a single parent and not the other. And as no one really comes up to you guys to thank you or anything. None of the parents, they all seem just like to, as they're in celebration and so happy, they hurry back to their own places. And Lyda and Hugh are the only ones left with you guys. And Hugh speaks up. Well, kind of looks up. The Adventurers Guild's got our payment, and you guys are welcome to stay with me for the night if you need to. But you can't expect too much from these people. I don't even know the last time we've seen an elf around here, much less whatever you are. But we do thank you. We do. Don't let their hospitality sour their celebration.
It's something we're accustomed to now.
With the lives we lead, it's something we've gotten used to.
All right, well, I'm right here if you guys want to stay. You guys heading out or what?
Well, I
say
say
stay.
the night.
I want to stay the night.
We'll stay the night.
We will
and
stay,
can-
but we don't require a house. We can produce one of our own. But we appreciate your hospitality.
And he kind of twists his mouth and looks at you weird when you say that. All right, well, just knock if you need anything then. And he kind of shakes his hand and starts heading towards his home.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
I'll find a nice area that's not too close to anything else, and I will cast Learman's tiny hut
Uh-huh.
for myself.
Gonna cast the hut?
Uh-huh.
All right, tell me how do you envision this hut? Cast it look
it's
like?
whatever you want.
Can I make it like so it looks like a little grass-covered hill? So it just looks like there's like a little perfect domed grass-covered hill.
I don't know if you can make it like have grass and
I
things
think
like
it's
that.
just a doorway, right? I don't remember.
It's a 10-foot immobile dome.
Yeah.
So
We could put grass on
So would you say that
but I cast my HUD.
kind of this kind of blue, glowy, maybe see-through-ish kind of dome appears as you cast this spell? You can see the waves of magic flowing through at the top.
Yeah, the dome is opaque from the outside
Mhm.
in any color you choose, but it's transparent from the inside.
Oh, what color is it?
So it's green.
It's green. Okay, this green bubble appears in front of you guys, or you cast it around you?
You cast it around yourself. So I've gone out and found a space that has at least 10 foot around me.
And you're allowed to
then I
let people
cast it.
enter it and exit as you
Yeah.
please? Okay, yeah. Belle walks out kind of into the open area, and just this green dome appears over.
What is that? What'd she do?
I pop out of the door. Hello, and welcome to my hut.
Oh, thank God she's not dead.
She disappeared again.
Hut in the middle of where does it come from? I'm scared.
From me.
I am scared.
It's a tiny hut.
But we can all fit comfortably inside.
It's not very big.
I mean,
brother,
Well, you're not very tall.
well,
So.
I mean,
we got the, we got-
what?
If you would like to sleep out on the grass, you can. Feel free.
Well,
but
I think you should keep Asheron out anyway. He sleeps in the nude.
Do you like what you see at night?
What are you talking about, short stuff?
Oh my God. It'd be like old times. Think about it. It'd be like us just being back in the room again, back at home. This is great.
I'll kind of peek in the hut. And is it roomy?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except this time, everybody sleeps on the floors, not just me.
what's it like on the
I
inside?
have a bedroll. It's transparent from the inside, so when you're inside, you can see
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah, but what's it like on the inside?
There's
I think you can make it whatever you want.
okay.
Is that one the one that you can make it whatever you want, or is that just the simple dome one?
I'm pretty sure it's just a simple dome.
Oh, it's just like a tent.
Yeah, it can fit 9 people in it, so it's pretty big.
Well, let's say you guys all walk in.
Okay.
You enter it, and as you do, it's kind of it's still a little humid outside, but as you walk in, it just kind of gets cooler and
Oh, the AC.
just like a
Ah,
nice
yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
A nice feeling kind of blows over you. It's like a gentle breeze.
Yeah, and I can either make
Chill
it
breeze
dimly
goes
lit or
over you.
dark, so it's dimly lit right now. Looks like it's
The
nice
mood lighting.
Yeah,
candlelit.
and as you step in, like you see this green solid color, and then as you go to the other side, you notice that you can see through it. It's kind of a little distorted, but you can see through it fairly well. Almost kind of like you're looking through a glass window that's not perfectly made.
I think I'll take a slight rest and then maybe try to find some food for all of us.
I'm pretty wore out. I'm gonna rest.
Yeah, well, my hut will last for 8 hours, so feel free. We can all sit here comfortably. I roll out my bedroll that I don't know, keep in my thigh patch. That's all I don't know where I keep this bedroll, but I do. Roll it out, get comfy, and I inspect the weapons that I acquired.
You want to, as a ritual, cast
The iron spike. Yeah,
We had
Okay.
breakfast this morning, right?
Yeah, we had breakfast. Yeah,
we did.
I'm a little hungry.
it is. Yeah, it's getting toward dinner time. You know.
Yeah, and at this time, you guys can actually like see or kind of get the aroma of them preparing their
Foods.
dinners.
Can we see what they're making?
Can you see what they're making?
Yeah.
Can we go holler at Hugh?
I
What it do
also
with
have
the
5
food?
days of rations, but you could go and get their food if you want.
Well,
Rations are real food.
as you guys begin to smell this and your mouths begin to water as you realize how hungry you are, you can see you've seen some of the children kind of come out and look in your direction and like kind of confused and like they're-
Everybody can see this dome, right?
they can see the dome there, but they can't see you guys inside of it.
Uh-huh.
But they look confused, and a few the parents that you saw the kids leave with, they all kind of gathered together, and the kids have it seems to be trays, and some of the parents also have some. They seem to be bringing food to you guys. They come up to the edge, and like you can see them through there,
Okay.
and so they're just kind of they're looking at it oddly, and they just kind of set what they have down on the edge and turn and confusedly walk away.
Just gonna open the door, pop my head up. Boo! I mean, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm just playing. Thank you for this meal that y'all have prepared for us. Smells wonderful.
And the parents seem like still kind of pulling their kids away, but the kids they wave at you as they're going.
Give me that way.
Poke my hand out.
Yeah.
They smile. They seem to be in much better spirits now.
Yeah.
But they return back to their homes, and I'm sure you take the food in that they've prepared for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do they bring us?
Oh, it just seems to be like this real simple kind of like a potato soup with a little bit of bread on the side.
Does it have beef in it?
Any meat in it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of meat in there.
Oh, nice.
All right.
It's a little
Tastes
chewy.
like
You may-
Serena used to make.
little chewy meat, so you may suspect like it's a squirrel or a rabbit of some kind.
Anyway,
Gamey.
Not the best soup you ever had, but
it's gonna do. It's gonna get the job done.
it'll hit the hungry spot.
Yeah.
So you were
Go ahead.
you wanted to get some of the items. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the jagged iron spike that seems to be smeared with blood. You've kind of tried to wipe the blood off, but it doesn't wash off or it doesn't flake away. It almost seems kind of wet still. But it's spike of the Iron King, and you figure out that if you were to impale this into the flesh of another creature, that creature will become your thrall, as per the dominate person was cast upon them.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
But you don't suspect that the person that was used on will survive
That's okay.
having the spell removed.
That's okay.
It's like not only do you throw fireballs at your family, you're just like, oh, if I stab this guy, he dies, and whatever, man.
That could be so useful.
Are you guys letting her identify everything, or
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
her too.
okay? The Orcakum ring that seems to be broken. It looks like when thrown, it explodes into a burst of acid, doing 6d6 acid damage. And there's a dex save of 13.
That's awesome.
So write that down. I know that's a lot, but acid damage 6d6, dex save 13 when thrown. And
What would
the
make
area
them?
is a 10-foot area.
What if they make the deck say you take half?
Half damage, yeah. The armor that doesn't really, it's leather armor, but it just feels odd. It's elven rope armor.
So that's a light armor, right?
Leather armor? Yeah,
Yeah. So I could wear that.
you could. You could, as long as you can wear leather armor, you can wear it. You can speak. You take an action to speak its command word. The armor unweaves itself into 100 foot of rope,
Ooh.
and speaking the command word a second time brings it back to armor.
That's pretty tight.
It's like Bayonetta with her hair. You're like, gotta get naked and make some rope.
Yeah, that was a good game, by the way.
I love that game.
That game was fun.
Okay, did you take the puzzle box?
Yeah, I
You
did.
did.
Then I just gonna look at Bill and toss it to it, see what this does, and then just toss it.
No problem.
All right, well, as you open it, as you're just identifying and working it over, open it and mess with the parts, you notice that when you close it and open it again, it seems to be a new puzzle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it seems the puzzle changes every time it's closed and reopened.
Is that all it does?
That's it.
So I have a
That's
millennium, a
entertaining.
wooden millennium puzzle. Nice.
The marble figurine, if you pass it to her to identify, as you pass it to her and she grabs it, it takes on her face. And through identifying it, that's what it does. It just takes on, whoever's holding it. And the scrolls you guys found. So you look over it for a while. You think whoever reads this, and it'll take 20 hours total reading time dedicated to read this, gains the ability to read and write abyssal.
Oh.
How many times
And there's an intelligence requirement of 14. So.
That's your shot.
What's the intelligence?
That's up my alley.
I do not have intelligence
Not-
14.
Not smart enough.
That's
I mean,
what
I
I
do.
do.
Oh, I am 14.
Your boy's smart enough.
If you guys have less, for every 1 point of intelligence, it doesn't double the time, but it adds another 20 hours if you're having to read it.
Oh my god. This 60
So,
hours.
if you have 60 hours to spend, you can learn and read write epistle. And that is what you guys
I think
got.
that would take me 3 weeks.
But the main thing that you guys have noticed is that this the spike of the Iron King seems to be the most powerful.
Yeah.
How big is the spike?
In my head, it's like kind of like in our world, a railroad spike. It's probably about a foot long, about an inch in thickness, diameter, whatever. And the blood, it seems to be like it had been stabbed in something before, the way the blood is smeared up the side. But again, the blood doesn't come off.
Yeah.
And the stake itself is black metal.
Can you give me all the information on the ring again? It was 66 acid damage, dex save 13,
Yep.
and then there was something else.
10-foot
10-foot
area.
radius.
10-foot radius.
A radius, yeah.
6d6.
That is
6
pretty good.
6
And the rope armor turns into a rope.
in the rope armor. So that is what you guys got from them hags.
All right. Who wants what? Is the rope armor better than the leather armor in terms of protection?
Same stats.
It just has a little bonus
Just
feature.
have a
to it.
feature to it.
Yeah.
Just get to do that bayonetta pose and God, that game was so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to wear it, you could
I could just keep it.
You can just rope.
carry it.
rope,
You could just turn it into a rope and carry it around.
Yeah.
So what's the word to unravel it? What's the...
It's a command word. It's unlisted.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
And
That's the word.
and to tie back up, it will be...
It's the same word.
Oh, okay, hocus pocus.
Yeah.
Not like marsupio and then algae.
Those words are already taken.
They could be the same words for everything.
Marsupial.
Like, that's our words.
Oh my god.
I kind of think that we should give the puzzle box to the children.
I think we should give the marble to the children too.
Yeah.
Possibly the spike.
Let's not do that.
But
As long as the puzzle box isn't harmful, I don't see any harm to give it to the children.
Just look like it's something to pass time.
yeah.
So for you.
Who would like the ring? It's pretty powerful.
What does the ring do? What does the ring do?
The ring does 66 acid damage.
I do heals.
I do them beats.
I do the stabby
The
stuff,
pillow.
man.
Actually, you might need
Acid
the
is a
ring.
sneaky attack, though.
Now, by the way, Bella, are you telling everyone what everything does?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So you guys are all aware of
Yeah.
what you have. Okay.
Actually, my mate needed it. He got them pillows.
Tell you again, would you like to feel them?
I mean, if you're gonna let me sleep on them tonight, sure.
Don't worry, they will knock you unconscious. Don't worry, they will knock you out.
So they're gonna put him to sleep.
Yeah, they put them to sleep.
I would love to keep this spike for myself because it is amazing. But if anyone can give me an argument as to why they would use it better, it isn't really fitting with what I do.
I'll
You're
tell
just
you why.
gonna have
Because
to get in there, like, in a battle.
Yeah, I
that
tend
way.
to not get in the heart of
I can get in and out pretty quick.
probably be
And
AO.
sniggity.
As long as he doesn't,
Might be
you know,
better for AO.
just
Would
try
you
to
like the
stab one of
spike?
us with it.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it.
Okay. You can have the spike then.
Man, why don't you just take the ring? You
I'm
never
not
know.
I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Okay,
I
I'll take
heal.
the ring.
I don't
Go ahead
kill.
and like make me a list of NPCs I gotta worry about now.
Serena, day one.
You also wear leather armor, correct?
I do, yeah.
Do you wear leather armor as well? No? Okay, so
But-
either you or I could have the rope armor. It's
I got the
same
spike.
as
You can have the
ours.
armor.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna keep the ring then.
Are you the ring?
Okay.
All right.
I know we're dragging it down talking about magic
Yeah.
items, but do you guys know who's got what still? Because you guys have a couple of magic items already.
I do.
Like
I
there's
keep a list of
there's an
everything
immovable
that I have.
rod somewhere. There's a couple of staff,
You got
Yeah.
some boots.
Yeah.
boots. Yeah, you got the open boots. You got a cloak. I think Terrence, do you have a cloak of protection, or is that
Nope, that's on me.
that's on you? All right.
Yeah.
What's
else?
the spike called?
I don't have any
I have
cool.
the
The spike is called
Yeah,
the
you
spike
got
of
the
the Iron
gauntlets.
King.
I don't have any
I
cool
got the
stuff.
shield and the axe.
I had to take the cloak of protection.
So you
I'm
just got
super
+1
weak.
items. You got +2,
A +2 and
+2
a
X.
+1.
Spike of the what?
and then you got the
Of the
gauntlets.
Iron
Yep.
King.
I think the gauntlets you said were
+2 to strength or something.
They just make your strength
yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Were
your
they
strength
attuned?
is
Did I have to
19.
attune to the? Yes, I did. I tuned to those.
Yeah.
And you said the +2 axe I had to attune to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Other than just +1 items, does anybody have anything else? Any neat trinkets or anything that
Nope.
fancy things?
All I got. Is
Oh, I got the ring of swimming.
Oh yeah. You can
Ball.
swim
got
so
it.
well.
I got the jump necklace.
Yeah. You cast jump whenever you want.
Mhm. Wand of Wonder. Might as well jump. Acid ring. Go ahead and jump.
Crisscross would do it.
Yeah. He makes you
Daddy
want.
man make you.
Jump.
I have so many potions of healing, by the way.
I would like one, please.
You would like one?
Yeah.
All right.
Potion of healing?
You can
Yeah.
have one of my greater potions of
Oh,
healing.
awesome.
Okay. Well, that's. I just
I
want
think I'm
to go
the only
back.
one
And you still
with
have the portable hole.
Cool.
And
bag of
Nah, I
holding,
think I'm good.
and immovable rod.
I have magic
Don't need it,
dice,
though. I'm
night
right
vision
there, right
goggles,
now.
a folding boat, rust-colored bag of tricks, cloak of protection.
I guess another thing that we need to take note of is what do you have in the bag of holding, so if anything happens, we know
Nothing right now.
nothing. Okay.
Scrying has some potions, right?
I do.
Healing potions.
I still have 5.
I think everybody should have at least one, just in
Yeah.
case.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I'm
Yes,
fine. I
toss
don't
that
need
bad
it.
boy.
There's one.
You had them out. Do you remember what the stats were? Those are pretty good.
Yeah, what are the stats on it?
These were 1d6 plus 8.
+8. Okay.
Dang.
God damn.
Right?
All right.
1d6
I got
plus
one.
8?
And Bell. Do you need one?
I have 2.
Did you
Okay.
say? Did you say
Thank
1d6 plus 8?
Plus 8. Yeah.
Oh.
All
So I
right.
now have 3.
Like
I
a
still have 3.
superior or something.
Yeah, I didn't know, right?
So you guys, is there anything else you guys want to do before you bed down?
Heck yeah, I'm gonna make an animal.
Oh my god.
All right. So
yeah.
you guys are all,
Oh, God.
beginning your
God.
beginning your rests, your
What are
what you
we
do.
gonna
Read,
get?
maybe you're reading a book, maybe just having a little daydream, and then Mary's gonna dig into her bag and.
And I make a brown bear.
And then
Oh,
suddenly,
Oh my god.
a poof of smoke appears in the middle of your dome, and you hear Is this a brown
heck is
bear?
this?
How big is a brown bear? This may
Let's
be
have a
fucking
look.
big.
I'm pretty sure the brown bear is what my
They're
old
huge.
It
freaking-
takes up the rest
He
of the
has-
I think the brown bear
This
just
This is a
popped
large
the
beast,
hut.
so this thing is pretty big.
Oh, who's learning Abyssal, by the way?
I ain't got 20
Got a
hours.
scroll.
I'm too stupid.
It's either you or me, because we've got the higher.
Or me.
Oh, and you as
I'm not
well?
worried about it.
That's a language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know Common, Orc, and Infernal.
What did you say? Abyssal?
Abyssal.
This one is
No, I know how to. That's good.
I'm not smart enough.
I'm not either. I only got 13. What did you tell me?
School was not cool for me.
Are they from the sea?
So not to
This is-
take away from the situation, you guys are just being kind of smashed by this large brown bear that just appeared because there's not enough room for you guys.
Like, oh, Henry, come on.
Why?
I
Send
start,
the bear
I
out.
start leading him outside the door.
All right. Well, with your will, you can let him out through one of the walls as you guys kind of tumble out, and the bear.
All right.
Just see, and you can see people looking out the windows from the houses at what's going on, and they look worried.
All right, I'm just going to write down all of his stats, but his name is Henry. He is a brown bear. He has keen smell and advantage on wisdom. Yeah. He has 2 attacks. He has bite and claws. He's got an AC of 11.
should have been smoking. Should
Charisma
have, yeah.
7. I didn't think of
I had
that.
on it.
Yeah.
Only you can prevent force.
All right, Mary, you're going to notice as you're making your bear stats that several of the men from this small village have started to emerge from their homes armed.
I'll stand in front of my
yeah,
bear.
yeah, go out with her.
All right, that way they're
stand
confused
up,
and
sorry.
asking
I didn't- I
if
didn't
they're
do
if,
tricks.
like to step away from the bear so that they can slay it.
Make them jump.
No.
This is our pet. This is our pet.
Sorry, I know that it might seem alarming, but no, this is Henry. You're welcome to come and meet him. He's very nice.
I pet the bear.
They're not interested.
Does it do
They-
any tricks?
Brother, 2 gold says they slay it right there on the swipe.
Yeah.
I'll take you up on that, man.
It's all right. 2 gold. Here we go.
I make him wave.
All right, there. I mean, as amusing as it is, they don't seem to be entertained by your bear at all.
Well, Henry is here to guard our hut, so I would ask that you respectfully not kill him.
And they respectfully ask you if you guys would mind moving a little further away with your bear from the children.
We already moved our hut away into an open area. We can't pick it up and move it. It's set there for 8 hours.
They were fine until the bear showed up, and now they're freaking out about it.
Well,
As these people that live in the woods and are probably have dealt with bears in the past seem to be very worried.
How would you feel if I tied up the bear? Would that make you feel better?
I'll walk the bear. Don't worry about it.
But the bear is here to protect the hut.
No.
I'm gonna stick my head out the door. Kill it, and then I shut it real fast.
Hey, what's the bear?
Brother, that is cheating.
Must win this bet.
What's the bear's stealth?
The bear's
Walking
stealth?
out and sneaking back in.
Terrible. Probably really bad.
What's his dex?
10.
So 0.
He's a 0.
0.
He's got to
Ain't
roll
it?
for him.
Me and him rolling with the same stealth factor.
Will the bear listen to me?
Yes.
Okay. Climb on the back of the bear.
There you go, ride the bear away.
That Elvin dexterity, baby.
Yes, you can simply like the bear is not attempting. He lets you on, and he is friendly to you, so you're able to ride him away if you like.
I pet him.
Oh yeah.
Start leading him off.
Brother, what are these L's? What is this? Is this something y'all do?
It's called Elvin dexterity.
Yeah, I did not know he was a bear tamer.
You lead your bear away. Just taking him off a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before he leads him away, I've commanded him to stay guard and to come and notify us or make an alarm if anything smells funny out in the woods.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, lead the bear away. You guys get back into the hut. You will notice now that several of those same men are sitting out on their porches, keeping an eye on your direction. And
They're children in this system.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo.
Get a pick in his basket.
all right, you guys are gonna bed down and try to get some rest.
Yeah.
All right,
My brother, 2 gold, please.
You lost.
Pay him.
Fine, man. Just flip on 2 gold coins. Like, next time.
All right. Well, it is about 2 a.m. And you get the chirp of the birds, or the bugs, excuse me, the crickets and the frogs in the distance, and suddenly just kind of a hot rush of air comes over you as the hut is over. It's been 8 hours.
Right.
Now you're fully rested.
Cool.
It's 2 a.m. If you cast another one, it'd be 10 a.m. by the next one, time it goes away. But yeah, that seems all the lights are off. Everyone seems to be asleep. No one's there. There is one guy on his porch, maybe possibly keep a watch, but he's asleep in his chair.
All right. How's everyone feeling? What would you like to
A
do?
lot better.
Yeah, same.
I mean, there's really nothing else for us here.
There's always the ghost on the lake. This would be the perfect bewitching hour to go kill it.
Why not?
We could, if we started traveling now, it would be, 4 hours until we get there? Because I believe it was 2 hours in the opposite direction or something, wasn't it?
Just an hour away.
An hour away?
Yes,
All right.
hours.
While I'm out with the bear, I'm going to attempt to teach it high five.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Handle.
Yeah, handle that animal.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Claw.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting on this.
6.
6. You just can't even seem to get the bear to lift his paw up. He just kind of sits there in front of you and
Have fun.
kind of like
Smack him with it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
looks around some grass and just kind of sits there, sitting down, looking around.
He goes and takes a poop and wipes his ass with a fluffy white rabbit.
All right. Yeah. You and the bear are having fun. But yeah, what are you guys gonna do? It's, like I said, it's 2 a.m. It's a clear sky. Stars are up. The moon's out.
It's a beautiful night to go kill a ghost.
Hey, did you rest?
Oh. You can
How much
rest
health
on
were you
the,
missing?
on the
On
journey.
the carriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have
How much
sleep.
health were you missing?
I'm at 28.
What's your max?
44.
Yeah, you'll be able to take a short rest on the,
Yeah.
on the way over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to head back and go kill a ghost in this fine, beautiful, bewitching hour. Crack knuckles.
What was your horse's name again, Mary?
Penelope.
Penelope.
Cruise.
Penelope's still been off in the distance, tied to Hugh's shack, and she's still sitting there, still attached to the cart. Nobody's unattached her.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, was there a trough or anything so she could drink while she was over there?
There is a nearby bucket that is empty, and the grass around the area where she's standing has been eaten.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna wait. Can I make water with this?
Yeah, you can.
precipitation? Cool. All right. Well, before we head off on our journey, I will fill up her bucket so she can drink.
And she eagerly drinks this water that you provided for her.
Okay.
But I mean, she doesn't seem like she's exhausted or anything. But she was thirsty.
All right. Well, I will ride Henry. And we can.
It's my bear now.
That's his bear.
Rest. You can't ride on the bear while you rest. Roll up.
Okay. Put a saddle on that bear.
All right, so you guys, who's driving?
Who was
I
our
think
driver?
you're the
What's
best.
our-
Imo. He
Imo.
drifted it last time. He
I'm
drifted
gonna
it.
take a nap.
All right,
Yeah.
so you're in the back. Who's just tell me where you are. You're on the bear. You want to ride
I'm
the
on
bear?
Henry. Yep.
Okay.
I'll ride up front with Jaime.
I'm in the back.
Yeah,
In
in
the
the
back.
carriage.
All right,
Okay.
you guys in the back here. Are you laying down or are you sitting and resting?
I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down in the back.
Oh,
Right.
we forgot to give the children the toys.
I get out of the carriage.
It is in the middle of
Get
the
out
night.
of
It is
Carriage.
2 a.m. Yeah,
Throw
you
that
should
shit
just
on
leave
the
the
Just
porch.
leave it on the leave it. I'm gonna put it in the pocket of the guy that was sleeping on the
All
front
right,
porch.
sleight of hand.
Okay.
Make it with advantage as he's asleep.
Oh my god.
My sleight of hand is gonna be 11.
11.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He wakes up and looks at you.
Hey, you did it. Wow. That was about to be exciting.
I thought he wakes up and just opens his eyes.
Time to slay the village.
As you're sneaking away, you can hear him rustle a little bit as he kind of seems to groggily wake up. Shh, it's okay. And he kind of looks off the distance and sees you get back into the cart and start driving away. And all right.
Woo.
Man, I just imagine that situation where like they're already suspicious, like you guys summoning bears and stuff, and there's like this guy with a hand in his pocket. It's like,
Village on fire comes 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ice breath.
Yeah. Like, you gotta do what you gotta
it's
do.
like, wake up and someone's dead again.
Yeah.
How far away is the lake?
It'd be an hour's travel away.
So just short rest.
Yeah, short rest. Get you some HP back. Is anybody else? You guys, everybody else rested full,
I'm
right?
fully rested.
Yeah, I'm fully rested.
All right, give yourself back all your spell slots and the HP that you're missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are off. Starry night. You guys are still within this wooded area, so it's not. The moonlight illuminates your path,
Oh, thank
but
God.
not so much the woods around you. How as you're driving, and just like this silver, the silver path before you in the moonlight, and you look off into the woods and you see some fireflies blinking around the edge. But the woods itself, they almost look menacing, and claws are hanging out at you. But nothing happens.
He was scared.
Let's see.
Alright, question for the
Yes,
DM.
ma'am.
You wouldn't happen to know how long my animals stick around, would you?
Until
I
dawn.
thought it was dawn.
Until the next dawn?
Yeah.
Until
Because it says that I can use 3 in a single day.
yeah.
So I could have 3 creatures running around every day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fit now.
Does it unsummon the other, or do you just have 3 at one time?
I don't know. It just says once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay. Yeah, but at dawn, you suspect your bear shall disappear.
Henry, no.
No, not Henry.
It's
Not
alright.
like
You can
this.
come back again.
But I think you can only if you try to do it in combat. I think your action is
Is
To use it,
pulling.
yeah.
Yeah.
to tell them to attack or something like.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
a
my
bonus
bonus
action.
action to tell them to attack.
Bonus action. Okay, well you only get one bonus action a turn. So if you had 3 of them, then they would just kind of be doing their own thing. You
Yeah.
give them instructions beforehand that they would follow.
Yeah.
But other than that,
It
yeah.
says they just act within their nature if you don't give them a command.
Yeah, and they're friendly to you guys, so they would defend you.
Yeah.
And themselves. All right.
All right, sorry, back to the game.
So anyway, you guys are riding along. Maybe that survival check, Jamar.
All right.
Oh man.
Easy. 19.
Well, you guys are heading in the right direction. No doubt in your minds.
Is this the correct way, Jaimo?
Well, you damn right.
I'll take your word for
There
it.
has been other paths that kind of that go off of this, and it's not a straight road. But you were confident you guys are heading in the right direction. No, it is hard to see. And you get to your turn off. Take it, I'm sure.
Take it.
And probably about 20 minutes down this road, the road starts to get foggy, misty.
Looks like we're getting close to water, guys. It's getting. Ooh, spooky.
Well,
Maybe we should take it a little slower through here.
Is Henry smelling anything? Smelling anything suspicious?
Nope.
Okay.
Henry seems to be happily just trudging along.
No, I'm over.
He's looking for picnic baskets.
For real, right?
At some times, maybe you have to request that Hamo slows down a little bit, because Henry may have trouble keeping up with the horse.
God
So
damn.
you guys took a little bit longer to get there than you want to, but to get to the area that's marked on your map, it's taking you about an hour and a half versus an hour.
Okay.
His speed is 40 feet.
Is it?
Fast,
Yeah.
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 He probably
Running
came
everywhere.
up with orders, though.
Start making them roll for exhaustion.
No.
40 feet. You guys probably, with a horse pulling a carriage, it's probably all right. Because I mean, if a carriage moves faster than a human walking, and the human walks at like 30, 35 feet,
I walk at 30.
yeah, so he's not
I don't
that
know.
fast.
This horse got nonce, though.
The horse got that nose.
This straight off the first fast
anyway.
field.
So yeah, the kind of an eerie fog is on the road, and everything seems to be a little brighter as the moonlight reflects off this fog, and it's fairly thick, even though it's still low on the ground. You can see over it, but it's not until you get maybe like you can look down off of the cart and you can see the ground and kind of the billows of the fog go past your cart, but in front of the horses down, you can't really see very well. But with the trees on your sides, you're able to keep it on the path. As you keep going forward, there seems to be an iron gate in front of you. One side is pulled to, it's between 2 stone pillars. The other side seems to be kind of broken off. It is open in disrepair. There's enough room for you to take the horse through.
So we keep going?
I guess so. Is everybody ready for this?
Shh, what's the holdup?
It was just a broken gate. We're just being prepared for the worst. We don't know what's on the other side.
Smart.
No problem.
Never scared.
All right, so you continue on through the gate. All right, you're able to kind of weave just a little bit. It's a close fit, but you
Had to
get
drift.
through it.
That's how we get through.
Yeah, you're gonna drift through.
Had to drift through.
All right. All right, you go through the gate. The road winds to the left slightly, and it's just about a few more minutes of riding. In the distance, the fog continues to get thicker. The area opens up. And it's a very thick fog. You can see the moon in the distance, and you can kind of see the outline of what seems to be an old manor, and maybe a lamp in a window that's downstairs. But beside this outline of a distant manor, you can plainly see the glow of a figure that seems to be floating in the air. Just in the gray fog, you can see it. in the middle.
You see that?
Yeah, it's
Is that one of your chicks?
not yet. Should we?
Let's
Hold
slow
on.
down a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
Okay.
I use the ring. Was there a contact for this? Or
Well, we didn't actually go and tell Mace that we're going to go straight to this, so no, we don't have any
But
contact.
you did accept the quest, and he gave you the information that was related. There was not a contact listed for this one that you recall.
No, I don't know who we're supposed to speak to. I guess we just go and knock on the door.
there seems to be a floating, glowing-ish figure.
Is there a lake?
Can I see a lake?
You cannot.
I don't see one.
Maybe this is not the ghost we're meant to kill.
So for your mind's eye, as you guys are pulling up, it's you guys looking towards me on this side of you, and kind of in this direction. You can see the outline of a manor. It kind of fades away as it goes deeper, but you can see there's a light in one of the windows, and probably about right here from where you're looking, you can see just this. It looks to be like a human, just kind of glowing fairly brightly, but it's just surrounded by gray fog, and you can't see the ground under it. And even before that, the ground kind of fades away into the fog.
Either that's a ghost, or their armor's more blinky than yours.
I should have sat in the back.
All right, everyone. What would you like to do?
Want to?
I roll over and cover my head, get away from the sound.
Okay.
I'm still asleep, right?
All right. Yeah. Still right. Well, you go into a trance, right? As an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
How-
trend.
How do you want it to work?
I was gonna say sleep, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, you sleep. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything keeping you from going to sleep,
Yeah.
so you can definitely do that.
I'm about to say, I don't think I've laid down.
So let me get this straight. Out there, you see a figure with more shiny armor than my brother.
Come take a look through the front of the wagon.
Poke my head out. And I look,
Yeah, you see exactly what's been explained so far.
and I look some more. Then I look at my brother's armor. Then I
Well,
look,
if this is true, I will have to confiscate that from him.
this is true. And then I look. And then I look. Shut it. I'm just like, so Radar. There seems to be an apparition out there.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys continue to move
Yeah.
forward?
No, we stopped.
Yeah, I assume we stopped.
And I think this might be the ghost, or it might be another one.
Oh wait, you
Let's go check it out.
just don't like undead, do you?
famous
All
last
right.
words.
Yeah. I guess we're here, so I just hop on out the carriage and start getting ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call to it.
You guys are still a ways away. I would think you guys are still about 150 feet away from this thing. I guess as far away that you guys can't see anything in the fog, but you can see the glow for sure. And kind of like the outline, and you can't make any features, but there's definitely something there. So you guys a little bit more to go.
Well, I guess it's about the time. Does anybody else want to follow along, or no? Is it just me on this one?
I'll follow
Can I do
you
a perception
on Henry.
check to see if I can see any better details?
Yeah, go for it. Do it at disadvantage in this fog.
Oh man.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's probably gonna be it right there.
Yep.
Of course. What was the first one?
8.
14.
But you definitely think it's humanoid.
Yeah, my perception's pretty
Brother,
good.
if you're going, I'll go with you.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and
I guess I'll go with y'all and keep
do,
you.
do we need to go to the manor first, or do you just want to go out and Scooby-Doo this?
Scooby Doo.
From the layout, heading towards the manor also heads towards this thing.
Yeah, because he's right next to him.
I guess I gotta go with the doors. Keep these shorties alive.
But I was gonna follow with Henry, but I mean, we might as well just pull a whole
Let's
cot
just
up
go.
there.
I mean,
Yeah, let's
Let's
just
all go. Let's go.
Never
You're
scared.
asleep.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you
Should wake up.
I roll up.
Will-
I roll over.
so asleep right now.
Oh, he's still asleep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk back to the carriage.
Where'd
See,
you get out?
I hopped out because he was like, "Go check it out." I'm just like, "Right on, wake up, Ale."
Are you already back?
Not yet. I haven't went yet. Just wait.
That's very fast for you.
I am pretty fast and very strong. Just wake Ale up and let's get ready to see about this ghost.
As you
Fast
continue,
and strong.
as you're continuing forward, Jamar, you guys have been kind of on a dirt road this whole time, but
It's getting muddy.
a little rustle as you can hear the horses' feet clop off of what seems to be stone.
The driveway.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
It's a little rough though. It's not smooth. It's
Oh, cobblestone.
Okay.
kind of a little rough. Kind of jars you back in there a little bit. You may if you want to stay asleep. It's not going to be that
I'm
rough.
just gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
Waking up.
What does your shield of faith look like?
Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna be vengeance. Let's have it look like a shield with the symbol of helm on it. Except I want blue and black flames on it.
Okay.
Has
As you're
revenge
driving
on
Hamo, you hear Oseron cast a spell and a light starts to emit from the carriage, and it gets a lot harder to see while this light is reflecting off the fog that's directly in front of you, and you seem to be blinded for a moment.
Oh my god.
Can't see. Can't see.
I start waking up.
Yeah, this bright light
Yeah.
as you're waking up.
So how close are we now? Then?
I'm slowing down. What the hell was that?
Is Henry smelling anything?
Protection.
Henry, neither the horse nor Henry seem to be
Noticing anything?
reacting.
Oh wait.
I don't know. It's real good. We'll see. Halloween decoration.
About how far away you guys now? How much further you want to go up? You guys are about
well,
150
still-
feet away.
I'm,
What's going on?
Oh.
Are we there?
oh no, I'm driving blind.
Practically, I'd suit up if I were you.
The spell, it lasts for about, just the light.
The light emitting
a
from
couple
it.
of seconds, and then it diminishes back. But he's a little brighter than he was before, but it's not enough to be like your bright zone while you're driving in the fog.
Your armor
He's
still
got
ain't
the
as bright
glow.
as your brother.
He's got a little bit of glow.
He's got the glow.
I got the glow. I got the glow
You
going on.
got
boy.
that glow.
It is,
Let the
let's see.
pasta.
It's about 3:30 a.m. right now.
Okay.
So, the moon is still not quite a full moon, but it's a very bright moon. You can still see it out there.
How
but
much
it's
animal
still-
handling do I have to run them over?
Who you trying to run over?
You're gonna just run over the
Run
car.
over the apparition?
You gonna run over the ghost?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, if it comes to that, you just got to make a roll and see what happens.
You gotta let
but
me
you,
fit.
but
Oh
ju-
my God.
but judging from you've been spending a little bit of time with this horse, you think it's gonna be pretty tough. Especially with that drift you guys did last time that didn't work out very well.
I gotta redeem myself with that.
You roll a 20, you can't fail.
All right. So you guys are moving forward. You guys are getting closer to this manor than you are the light that's coming from the distance, and the manor comes into more full view, and it looks like a quite simple manor. Just looks to be 2-story, very very long, like a long rectangle building. There was seems to be a fountain that's in disrepair in front. Vines are growing on it, several windows, and still the light that you can see coming from now you can see is coming from a lamp in one of the windows. And you can kind of see the edge of what looks to be a body of water in the direction that the light's coming from. Are you pulling up to the manor, or?
Might as well pull up out the front of it.
Yeah.
It'll be what? 3 a.m. now?
3:30.
Yeah. I guess pull up to the man.
Okay. Pull up. You can, like I said, the manor. It looks old. It's been here for a long time. A large wooden door, a couple of steps up to it, and you can hear like light waves from the water that you can see in the distance, and not much further than the edge of the water, you can more clearly now see that this humanoid figure, as you're about 60 feet away from it now itself, is floating above this body of water, And the horse seems to get a little restless, and the bear seems to his fur kind of ruffles a little bit.
I think someone should go knock on the door.
Or is this the part where we're supposed to say, let's split up, gang?
Terrence, sir, do you have are you divine sensing at the moment, or no?
I don't know if I got that anymore, to tell you the truth. I don't,
I think it's just a paladin
I think it's just a paladin thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like helps me know if anything's like, was it fiend?
You can
Aberration?
search for like certain things, like fiend, undead.
The fiend undead,
Mother.
and there's one more thing. Aberration. I think it was aberration, yeah. I mean, do I sense anything?
You get a little tingle, but it depends on if you are opening up your divine senses to explore more or not, because it's an activated thing.
Sliding thing. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. See what we can find. Let's hope Ezekiel doesn't like.
How does your divine sense work when you're trying to sense the presence of unholy things around you?
You know, I never really thought about it. I guess it would be like a white. I want to say, yeah, like a white aura. I guess.
You say, do you like maybe your eyes glow when you open
Eyes
up and
turn
you look
like-
around, or,
yeah,
or do
like
you
white.
or do you close your eyes and concentrate and like a blind monk listen for the ripples?
No, it'd be like eyes going like pure white, like a holy light.
Yeah.
You start looking around.
You look
something
around
like that,
and
like flashlights.
This thing that's floating above the water seems to definitely be some sort of spirit, possibly. You know, it's undead. You know it's undead for sure. What else does it give you? What else do you know from doing that?
Just know it's a sense of danger.
Number, I think.
Danger and
Yeah.
one more thing.
You only sense one thing,
No.
and it is that thing.
I imagine it's like the Spidey symbols. I mean, Spidey sense. Those marks above his
I
hands.
mean, you can.
I'm gonna poke my head out and try to take a really good look at the ghost on the lake.
All right, you want a perception of the thing?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Still at disadvantage, but go for it.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
5 plus 8. 13.
13. As you're looking, it seems to be a man. And from the distance that he seems to be, like you can, from the edge of the lake that you can see, from where he is, he seems to be floating a couple of feet above that.
So it's a man.
Seems to be a man. You can see a beard, and it looks like he kind of has what you would describe as maybe like a little night hat and a simple long robe.
This Scrooge? Oh.
What's going on in there, guys? What's the plan?
I can tell you one thing. The thing that's floating above the lake is undead. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if it's friendly or not. But I don't know.
Is it Casper?
I will hope so.
It looks like we interrupted its sleep.
So what you're saying, we should just put it back to sleep instead of like start to grip my sword.
Let's talk to whoever's inside the manor first.
Yeah, I still think we should knock on the door.
As you guys are discussing what you should do.
Is this thing moving?
It just seems to just kind of be. It's just moving in like a floating
Is it
up and down.
paying attention to
It
us?
doesn't seem to, from what you can tell, it doesn't seem to be looking in your direction. It seems to be looking straight ahead, kind of more in the direction you guys came from, and you guys are off to the side now, but it doesn't seem to be looking at you. But yeah, in the distance, you guys can hear kind of like, it sounds kind of like bells, like kind of like almost like jingle bells, you know, just ching,
Oh my god.
Sounds nice.
ching, ching. It's getting closer and closer to you.
I'll knock on the door.
Getting out to go knock on the door.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, as you get out, you can. The sound seems to be coming from behind you,
Oh,
but it is getting closer.
I'll turn.
You turn. Okay. You guys, you guys are waiting and trying to figure out what the sound is. As you wait, as it continues to get closer, you see kind of a figure, a hunched over figure, like seems to be a cane to its side as it shambles towards you, and every time the cane hits the ground, it kind of makes this little jingle. And an old man is approaching you with a pretty long beard, simple brown clothes, a couple of holes here and there, balding head, but with like the long hair on the sides. Hey, who goes there? Cha-ching. Ching.
I am Raynor. We're from the Adventurers Guild.
Adventurers Guild. It continues to walk forward as it can't quite see you yet, it seems. And as it comes to the bottom of, if you guys have walked up to the door, on the stairs stands this old man. What business does the Adventurers Guild have here?
We were sent here to take care of a apparition.
And he kind of, you here to take care of old Lord John here?
Lord John. Who is Lord John?
Oh, Lord John was the lord of this castle. This is, manor, excuse me, castle. They like to, anyway. You're at the Handerfall Manor, and this here is Lord John Handerfall. May he rest in whatever.
Does he seem like he's resting?
He's got sleeping clothes on, it looks like, but he ain't doing much sleeping.
No, he's not. Why would someone want him gone?
He's a restless spirit. Why not have him gone? Let him have his rest.
Well, I mean,
He seems to be at rest.
I don't know, he just showed up yesterday. But, so the Adventurers Guild sent you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, all right. I mean, it has been causing a ruckus around here. And he just kind of like rubs his chin as he looks off. Well, my name's Jingles, and I'm the caretaker of this place. I mean, they call me Jingles. He like kind of bounces his cane and it jingles for a reason, you know. There's fog from the lake at night. They like to know when I'm coming, so don't sneak up on them.
Are you the caretaker? Caretaker.
Yep. Groundskeeper, caretaker. I take care of all the what's left of this place.
No one lives here.
No. Though there's people. The Handerfall family. He kind of rolled his eyes. Still live here. There's 4 of them in there. Yeah, but I mean it's pretty early in the morning for you guys to be showing up. You know, I ain't been up this late since. Whew, boy, that brings me back. Let me tell you a story.
Just stop me. Don't.
Kringle, can you
Just.
can you tell me? Did the family reach out to the Adventurers Guild? Maybe.
Well, they don't really like outsiders that much, so I can't really see them doing that. But I guess they had to if you're here. Yeah, I sure as hell didn't do it.
What type of things has this spirit been doing?
Well, most of the time he just stands there, or floats there, or whatever. But every now and then he gets a wild hair up his ass and just goes flipping over tables and throwing some books around and scaring the bejesus out of everybody. Well, except for me, he don't really bother me much. I appreciate that, and he kind of...
Has he harmed anyone?
I don't think anybody's been hurt yet.
Yeah.
He just kind of shrugs. And you guys tell me someone sent you here. It must be dangerous.
Sir, how long has John Handerfall? How long has he been dead?
Yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday morning, I guess, because I haven't went to sleep, so the day's changed, right? Yesterday morning, sometime he just was there.
But how long has? When did he die?
Well, I reckon it was last night. Yeah, well, the night before last. I get confused when it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Yesterday morning, the night before last, yeah.
So he's just died, and his ghost appeared straight away.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you're totally fine with it.
Do I need to roll insight to see if he's actually like, is all his marbles there? Is he crazy?
All right, you can roll it.
Okay.
Let's see what kind of impression you're getting from this guy.
I'll take care of that.
19.
19? I mean, you get to this is this guy's been around a while, but he doesn't seem to be rubbed you the wrong way,
He
or
seems to be truthful.
yeah, any of the information that he would know. And I mean, nothing's clashing. It's just, I mean, it's odd, but you don't get any ill will from him.
Jingles, why are you out here?
Well, because you guys are here.
How did you know we were here? I guess.
Well, there was this bright light all of a sudden, and then this horse clip clapping, and then some. Oh man, what? There's a ghost out there, and I mean, I'm just right over there, and he kind of points off to the fog, and you can't really see where he points from or what he points to.
Yeah.
Well, it's over there somewhere. As he kind of looks worried a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say over the ring. I think someone killed John Handfall, and maybe he wants revenge on something that's inside the manor. What do you guys think?
I think we should. I think we should talk to the people inside first.
Good idea.
Aren't we just here for the ghost?
But it seems like he was wronged before.
He just died, and his ghost is like already like that feels weird to me. I feel like he should have died a long time ago before his ghost appeared. Isn't that how it normally works?
Seems like he's still bound with unfinished business, brother.
I mean, if we just kill the ghost and leave.
I mean, I'm confused too, youngins. I mean, you guys all got real quiet on me all of a sudden.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
was just wondering, could you introduce us to the family?
Man, it's
I know it's early and it's going to be a bit of a hassle to get everybody out of the way.
He kind of like just like looks behind you at the door and.
I mean, we are here to help. That's why we're here.
Oh, that's true. They won't mind. And
They sent for us.
I'll walk up to the door and start knocking real hard.
as you step towards the door and you raise your hand to knock, the door actually kind of slowly opens, and standing in front of you is a human wearing much like the robes that this floating thing seems to be wearing. The little nightcap is on, but as you look at his face, something is off. It's like his nose is bigger than it should be, and his one ear is bigger than the other, and he kind of has this goofy looking face as he's looking at you. And he doesn't look very happy.
Excuse me.
What the hell is going on out here? You know what time it is?
Oh boy.
It's around 3:30.
Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm glad you knew that.
All right, I'll hop off my
I
bear.
push Bell forward.
I'll walk forward.
Talk it. Go.
You sure we could just?
No.
Hello, my name's Belle. We were sent here in order to help you with your ghost problem. How are you? I do a little bit of bow.
Well, I'm sleepy.
I'm so sorry, sir. We came as quickly as we possibly could.
Ghost problem, you say, and he kind of like peeks out and looks at the direction of the Sir John.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we ain't had no problem really out of him yet.
Do you know who could have asked us to come then?
And he kind of like looks past you guys at Jingles and I didn't send him. Huh. And he like kind of glances back at him. Come on in. Come in. It's cold out here. And he starts turning. He kind of hobbles back in there and
I tell him
he yells,
to wait.
"Celine, Dandridge, did you guys call the Adventures Guild? Grandma Nora, where you at?" He leaves the door open and goes to the house.
I pet Henry as I go in.
Oh yeah, and nobody seemed to really notice your bear.
Yeah.
I use the ring. Shh, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice how weird looking this man is?
I know. It looks like someone beat him with the wrong end of the ugly stick.
He's very nosy.
Be careful, brother. He might be able to ear you.
As Jingles, you hear him tap his stick. Well, go on now, going inside. Dude, pissed off enough as it is. I'm here in the morning. All right, if y'all need me, I'm just going to be back over there. And he kind of points off into the fog again.
You sure you wouldn't like to join us?
Oh, hell no, I don't want to join you. Hear that guy? No. And he starts
Oh,
jingling
Hello.
off. Ching.
would you remember to tie up Penelope when you go?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of disappears off into the fog because you hear his jingle hit every now and then.
All right, I'll go inside.
All right.
I've walked in.
All right.
What's
Yeah.
it like in there?
You guys walk in. I mean, it is a large manor, but much like the outside, the inside is not been well kept. It's dimly lit, but you guys kind of come into like what you're used to with Nathan and the manor that you guys grew up in. It's like the large open area, and well, I know I'm doing it backwards for you guys, but there's a stairway
Yeah.
in the front that intersects and meets, then goes up a little higher and goes off to the sides, and then you can see off to each sides of the room from your perspective. There's 2 doors, and the ceiling isn't very high, like above the first floor. It's almost like if it was made by people that were much shorter than they are these days. But like a chandelier, like a steel chandelier, hangs down with it has candles in it, but none of them are lit. Like the heavy wax kind of is hanging from them. But on the floor in front of you, it seems kind of like people are living in this room. There's beds, but they're all empty, and there's a fire going off to the side. And as you guys can still see, the man that opened the door hobble his way, still yelling at these names of people you haven't met yet.
All right. Well, I go on in, look around. So, how many beds are there in the entranceway?
There seems to be like 3.
It's 3 beds.
Yeah, but they don't look like they've been slept in. They're made up, but they look pretty dusty.
Okay.
And you see as you get further in, you can see the stairs that are leading up. There's holes and steps. It doesn't look like it's safe to walk up the stairs. And he's still heading towards, from your guys' point of view, the left side, where this fireplace is also, and the fireplace and the door on this side. Sorry. And he opens it with a very forceful pull of the door, and it creaks open, and he hobbles in that direction. He turns back around. You guys wait here. And then turns back around. As you're standing there, Ao and Hymo, you guys can kind of smell there's death in the air. And as you guys wait a few minutes,
Did you
we're going to
say-
take a break. Ha ha! 'Cause I got to pee.
That's settled.
All right.
Oh my god.
AO is prepared a slideshow for you guys to look at some of the art. You guys enjoy that. We're going to take a few-minute break, use the bathroom, stretch our legs, and we'll be right back to continue with this story. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, welcome back to the Charisma Plus. Yeah, had a nice little break. Whew, needed that one.
Everybody had food in their mouth.
Thank you guys for tuning in again. And like I said, if you guys want to communicate with us, hashtag Charisma Plus on Twitter, and we'll see it for show. So anyway, right before we took a break, you guys just arrived at the Handerfall Manor. It's a foggy night. Seems to be a floating glowy out in the distance
A floating glowy.
above the water.
Floating glowy.
And you guys met Jangles, the groundskeeper here at the Handerfall Manor. You guys got some suspicions, it seems like.
I'm very suspicious.
Yeah, you're very suspicious. All right, and a man opened the door. Yeah, you guys still you guys okay over there?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm sorry.
So anyway, you guys are inside the manor now. You guys were greeted by a man who looked, I guess nose was too big, one ear was bigger than the other. Just a very odd look about him, and seemed very upset since it's 3:30 a.m. You guys have arrived at the doorstep, but they don't seem very upset about the thing outside. And you guys have been led into the what would be called? I don't know, the main room. It's got a name, but the name
The entranceway.
it escapes you right now.
The foyer.
The foyer.
Foyer.
He's gone off to the side and asked you guys to wait. Yeah, you guys are left alone. What are you doing?
Is this room big enough for a bear?
For a bear. Yeah, the room is definitely big enough. The door, I don't know if the bear can fit through it. This large animal. It takes up, what a large take up, like 10 feet.
He is a beast.
No way.
It's not that big.
He's a grizzly bear.
Probably 10 feet. No,
Well, let's just keep it simple and
I'm
not
just
look
gonna-
it up because let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Alright.
The bear
That's
can
fine.
squeeze through the door, sure.
Just for me to know for later. He doesn't need to come inside just yet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand and listen. Do I hear anyone else in the house besides the weird-looking guy?
You can hear,
Did he have a name, by the
He
way?
did not
didn't
tell
get
us
his
his name.
name.
you hear distant, we assume be the same voice, kind of muffled through, not just through the doorway, but it seems to be through another wall. Mouthing off, and you can hear a couple other high-pitched voices. They seem to be responding back.
I'm gonna walk toward it,
Go walk towards the door.
wherever they're at.
Yeah, well, this is coming from the direction you went through the door.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the door open?
Try the door. Yeah, it opens.
Okay. Peek in.
Peek in. When you look in, it seems to be kind of like a dining area. Got kind of a long dining area, and you can see at the end of this dining area, there's another open door that seems to go off to the side, and the voices are coming from that way.
Okay. I'm gonna slink into the dining area toward the other door.
Okay, you as you go through the, let's see, we'll do it this way. This is the main room you guys are in. You went through the door into this dining area, and this door kind of goes off that way in the back corner. There's another fireplace up here. There's a long table, but it looks like hasn't been used really in a long time.
Has anything been used in a really long time?
Other than the fireplaces that are lit, you can't really see anything. I mean, you can see like where people have moved through these areas, but it seems to be kind of in a straight line as dust is on the sides of these places. Yeah.
Walk toward that door.
As you're walking in, you can hear like wood planks kind of creak as they seem to be coming back towards that door.
Where I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sneak back.
You go back?
Yeah.
All right. Close the door?
Yeah.
Okay. No, they're not. They don't seem to notice. As they're kind of, you hear these voices getting closer and closer. They seem to kind of be arguing when the door swings open.
Could I understand anything that they were saying?
Make a perception check.
17.
17. You hear a lot of like, who's here? Why are you waking me up? Why is the Adventurers Guild here? What do they want? Kind of thing. Just a lot of like And the main voice, like, I don't know what they want. Showed up. Rah, 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 rah. They said they've been sitting here, and the door opens up. They've been sitting here to deal with a ghost. Our ghost, I guess. And as he walks in, he's followed by two women.
We haven't found who actually hired the Adventurers Guild.
No, we don't know yet.
Go into the ring.
You go into the room as you guys are talking. They're busting in, and he's yelling. He's followed by two women, and he can go ahead.
Guys, they didn't send us. They don't know.
We might need to. We might need to interview these women individually because I have a feeling that they don't want to actually say what's happening in front of this man. One of them contacted us and didn't tell him. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Try.
Hello.
As they walk in, they're kind of like the guy that you guys had seen already seems to be the one doing all the yelling and the talking right now. But he's followed by two ladies, two blonde-haired women, one older than the other. There's then looks like simple like nightgowns, but they have like a cover pulled over each of them, like around their shoulders. But kind of the same thing that you noticed with the first guy. They seem off.
Asymmetrical.
Yeah, just their faces are not symmetrical. Just they hold themselves oddly, and they all speak in these heavy, odd accents that you usually only hear old people speak in.
How old are the women?
How old are they?
Yeah, roughly.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell with their features, but you would guess that they're probably in their late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
Well, one of them is that age, and then another one looks like she's young, like early 20s.
Hello.
All right, and the younger one also, you can notice she has a large scar that goes from under her eye down to her cheek. And anyway, so they bust in, and he's like, "All right, so someone called the Adventurers Guild. Which one of you did it?" As he looks at the two women and the older one, "I didn't do it." And the younger one's like, "Oh, me neither." It's like, "Well, somebody did." He turns back and looks at you guys. And he just kind of like what the hell? Kind of look in his face as he.
Hello. My name is Belle. What's yours?
Well, and he kind of like. Well, I'm Jimmy.
Jimmy.
This is Celine. This is DeAndre. As
Which one
he
is
points
which?
to Celine, who is the older one, and DeAndre, who is the youngest. My grandma. Grandma Nora, I guess she's still in bed.
Grandma who?
Norris.
Norris? No.
Nora.
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 Sorry.
And I bet you are showing up at 3 a.m. You look real sorry, don't you?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
We were told that there was a mission here, and we came as quickly as possible for your benefit. Now, I understand it's confusing because you didn't call us in particular, but somebody did, and they've obviously done so for your benefit. So we're the ones who rushed out here at 3:30 in the morning, and if you're not going to speak to us kindly, then you can keep your ghost and we will leave.
All right, well, get on out of here. There's the door right there. Coming to my house talking to me like that. He spits on the ground. And
That's kind of nasty. You gonna clean that up?
he just kind of looks at you and like rubs his foot in a little bit.
That's even nasty.
You presume to come into my house and tell me what to do?
Man, you're spitting on your own floor. You're dirty enough.
Yeah, goddamn right I'm spitting on my own floor. I'll do it again. Puh. Does that Celine, like the older one's kind of like
reacting.
she like starts pushing him back, and he's like, "Get off me!" And she's like, "Shut up, just shut up." Oh.
Now I'm gonna look
There's,
at the ladies.
Someone missing.
And Jimmy begins to speak up again, and Celine just like, "Just shut up, get out of here. You ain't no good for nothing." Get out of here.
Get on up out of here.
Yeah, he doesn't leave the room, but he does like go back and kind of like sulk and put his back up to the wall. And Celine comes up. Oh, I apologize for my brother. So I understand you guys are here to take care of our ghost problem.
Yes.
Okay, well, you have my gratitude. Thank you very much for coming so quickly. As inconvenient as it may be, we do thank you. Unlike some people can't keep their temper under control. All right, so yeah, you've seen him out there. What can we do for you?
So we heard from Jingles that he died just yesterday. And did his ghost appear immediately?
Well, we don't really know when he passed, but well, that ain't quite true. She kind of like looks to the side, and then Jimmy steps up, and she seems to kind of be upset, and he puts his hand on his shoulder. John was killed the night before last.
Oh.
Somebody broke in and stabbed him.
I'm so sorry.
I do apologize for my temper, but it's been a stressful couple of days.
I understand it was your family.
Yeah, now he's outside haunting us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So perhaps you have less of a ghost issue and more of an intruder issue.
Could be.
Did they take anything?
And he kind of sits there for a second. Not that we could find so far, but I mean, he kind of looks around the place. We ain't got a whole lot. I mean,
Who would want him dead?
who would want him dead?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are the noble Handerfall family. I mean, we have had enemies for generations. He'll scratch his head. We suspect it could be all the Longhorns. A bit of ways away from here. Wouldn't put it past them. I mean, they've had an eye on Celine for a long time. We like to keep our family pure.
You like, okay, pure. That's yeah.
Shh, just be quiet.
Oh, they're a little shorter.
So have you inspected the grounds to try and see if you could find anyone, or would you like assistance with that?
No, we've looked. We know right where they went. It's weird that we can't see if they take. I guess they got what they came for. If they got my brother. But no, we hadn't found anything. We had Jingles. Make sure look around, see if you can find anything. He couldn't find nothing.
I'm sorry. So John is your brother,
Yeah.
and Celine is your sister.
Mm-hmm.
And was that Deidre or Ingrid?
DeAndre?
DeAndre. Sorry, my mistake. Thank you. And how is she related as well?
That's my little sister.
That's your younger sister. All right. And Grandma Nora?
That's
She's
my
your
grandma.
Grandmother? Fantastic. Thank you. So who is the head of the household? Would that be you now?
Well, yeah, with the passing of my brother, it falls to me.
All right. Is there anything else that you feel like you should be telling us?
Like which one you married to?
As you say that, Celine and DeAndre both kind of gasping and like look at each other.
So both.
And he kind of looks at you. What business is that of yours? And wait, which one am I married to? And he kind of looks back at him. Well, hell, I reckon I'm married to both of them now. Why, you got an eye for one of them? No, get the hell out of my house. You've been mouthing off ever since you got in here. Just wait outside.
Oh man, you know what?
Slowly start backing him up.
Asheron has a short intelligence span.
It looks like he's got a short height, too.
Oh yeah. You want me to...
Sorry. Again, we are here to help, but we need all of the information that you could possibly give us in order to do that as quickly as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what. Best piece of information I can give you, if the ghost you guys are here to take care of is what you're here to do, it's right fucking outside, all right? It ain't in here. It ain't with me or my sisters or my grandma or whoever else I'm married to.
Wives? I don't know. Twin cousins? You tell me. Family members?
How many women have you even been with, short stuff? You probably even got that little old dick wet yet. Well, from the look on your face, I'd say I might be right.
Little. Trust me, it almost touches the ground.
Well, he ain't got far to go, really. God.
brother, let's step outside for a moment. And I'll kind of grab.
I'm gonna help him go outside.
Yeah, I'll show both of them out.
Be like, man, he burnt the shit out of your arm.
Right. Well, we're going to go out and begin our investigation. If any of you have anything to say to us, and I'll look directly at the girls now, please feel free to come out. Anything you can tell us would be wonderful. And other than that, try and get some sleep. And if we're still around in the morning, we'll see you then.
All right, that sounds fair enough, I guess. All right, everybody, get back to bed. And he like kind of shoos them, and they head back to the door, and he angrily slams it as he goes through.
I'm just gonna walk out to them and say, "Y'all have a good night." With your half twisted, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna walk out. It's just...
All right. All right. Yeah, you guys are left alone. They did not show you out.
Oh no, we're gonna check this house out.
Mm-hmm.
You said there was a door to the left, right?
There's a door on each side from where you guys came in.
Can I go to the other side?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'll open the door, or try to.
You try to open the door. It seems to be locked.
It seems to be
outside.
locked. Oh, you're outside?
Yeah.
Well, I can't pick that.
You just call him back in.
Yeah, Hey, Ayo,
Yeah, what's up?
I need your assistance.
Okay. Walk back inside.
Okay.
Where he is.
And I just...
Okay. The girl's still there? Or is...
No, they all.
Everybody's
You
gone.
can still kind of hear the muffled of him getting loud every now and then. He seems to be, for what you can guess, back where he was in that back area.
Well. All right. I'm gonna
Dun dun dun.
He's where? Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the door then. Try to unlock it.
Which will be a simple, really
Keystone?
old school skeleton key kind of lock. So you just kind of
Pretty easy.
stick in there and turn it, and it's unlocks immediately.
Okay. Handle.
Handle, yep, it turns and it slowly opens.
Peek inside.
Peek inside. All right, is a long hallway. It seems to go the rest of the distance of the house, and there's a doorway at the end, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 doorways in that direction, or on the walls, 2 on each side.
Well, there you go, Tiger.
And make a perception check, both of you, as you look down this hallway.
12. 8.
8. Okay. Ray, you don't really notice anything. Ayo, that smell of death is a little stronger as you're looking down. You think you can see there's maybe some blood on the floor at the very end of the hallway.
All right. Make my way in.
Where are you going? Is there something down there?
I think I see something.
I'll pull him in.
You with him? Okay.
Okay.
You the rest of you outside?
Yeah.
Come check this out. Please, just it's okay.
I'm heading down to the lake then.
Yeah, I'm following.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got, besides, I'm just gonna say back on the ring. I guess this is the time we split up. I ain't got time to worry about some goat fucker or whatever he is.
The Scooby-Doo crew is split up. My God.
How usually
you doing?
goes. Yeah.
All right.
I'll roll.
Walk over to the blood.
Okay, you walk down to the end of the hallway. Being sneaky or anything, you're just going.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, you move silently with your boots anyway. You don't have
Yeah,
to-
pretty slight.
You get down to the end of the hallway, and like this doorway that's directly in front of you is closed, and you can see that there's blood. There's
Is it pulled behind the door?
kind of it's coming from behind the door, and you can see that the blood trail kind of leads off to the side to this door to your right, which is cracked open.
So someone was injured and then dragged.
Gonna
You can you see. Well, go ahead.
gonna peek inside the door on the right.
The door that's open.
Yeah.
All right, you peek in, and there seems to be there's a window. It's an open window. Thin white curtains blow in the wind, and in the moonlight and with your dark vision, you can plainly see that there's a bed, a fresh bed, and the bed has been turned down. There is a desk and a chair on the side wall. When you enter the room, the chair's on the ground. There's a mirror in the back corner of the bed, desk, mirror, and you can see yourself peeking in the mirror. And there, in front of the mirror, you can see there's where it seems to be the blood started or ended. You're not sure yet.
Okay. Turn back and go to where the blood was pulled underneath the door.
Okay.
Try it.
You'll try the door?
Yeah.
All right. The door is not locked.
Okay.
Open it. Slowly open it. And it looks to be a small broom closet. And on the floor in front of you lays the body of a man. It doesn't smell like it's been here very long, but it's starting to decompose. But from the face, the beard, it seems to match, from what you can tell, to the ghost
Jim.
or other thing that was out there.
John.
Lord John.
Lord John. Okay.
Lord John, as you're looking at him, seems to have sleeping robes on. You can see there's 2 wounds in his chest and a dagger still stuck into his shoulder as he is laying on the ground in this fairly shallow. There's pretty much just enough room to like just walk in and be his body there. And there's a couple of cleaning items, broom and a bucket in the corner.
Gang, I just found the body of John Handerfall. He's still laying in a closet.
I'll walk
But-
down to where you are. It doesn't really look
It's-
like they gave him a funeral or anything yet.
They seem to talk like they cared about him, but his body's just been tossed in a closet.
They're keeping him pure.
Why don't y'all talk to the ghost and see what he says?
Well, we're
Almost there.
almost there, yo.
And that's what we'll cut to you guys out there. You're walking towards the water in this floating apparition.
Get close enough to it, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are walking up to it. It doesn't seem to ever turn towards you as you get closer. How close you want to get? From the edge of the water, it looks to be about just 10 feet from the edge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to the edge of the light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're getting closer, and you can start to actually make out more features. Like you can see it was a bearded man from the distance, but as you get close, kind of a similar thing. His face is weird. It's like his eyebrows, forehead's larger than it should be, and this long hair coming down. You can see that there in this nightwear that he has, there are 3 holes in it.
Wow.
Kind of flaps in the wind, and he just continues to stare into the distance.
Excuse me? As I try to yell out to the ghost.
Okay, that doesn't respond.
It doesn't seem to hear me.
Hey, you!
John?
It still floats there and just seems to just be focused forward.
Hi, Owen. Can you get his attention?
What am I supposed to do?
I can't reach him, man.
Yeah. I look by the bank. Do I see a rock or anything like that? Can I find a rock?
Okay, you can find a rock.
All right, I'm trying to skip a rock to it this way.
Just want to skip it across the water.
Yeah, try to get his attention. Like,
Just
in
throw
front-
it at him.
Well, yeah, roll a performance.
Throw it at him.
Yeah, what do you want me to roll for that? Yeah.
Just give me a dex check since it's like a thrown weapon or something.
God, why is it always the dex?
What did you think it was going to be?
15.
15. All right. Well, you skip a rock and you think you count about 10 skips before it sinks.
Wow, it's a good one.
And as impressive as that may be, John doesn't seem to care.
She's gonna say back over the ring. Shh. Okay, I'm trying to get this ghost attention. It's not paying attention to me at all. And you say you see the dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Poke the dead body.
Yeah, that could very well work.
Pull the dagger out.
He has
Pull the dagger that's in his chest out.
Yeah.
Or with his
Shoulder.
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 Pull it out, and it came out easy. It kind of feels like it's in some bone, but you can pull it out. It's a wood handled, pretty nice dagger, and you see JH in gold is crested on the handle. As he pulls it out, back to you guys, the ghost, his mouth starts to move like he's saying something, but you can't quite hear it. It's coming out like a whisper. You trying to hear what he's saying?
You said he's not paying attention to you. What is he paying attention to?
I don't know, but it looks like he's about to like move his mouth or something. Do you see anything else that might be holding the dead body's mouth
Did
closed?
you guys do anything to the body?
We removed the dagger from his shoulder.
His mouth is moving. He seems to be repeating something over and over again, but you just can't quite make it out.
Is there anything else inside of his body that you might be able to pull out?
You three make a perception check.
No.
If you try to listen.
14.
13.
24.
God, what?
All right, well, you guys can you two can just kind of still hear the whisper a little louder, but Haimo, you can hear him plainly that he's just repeating over and over again. Greed, jealousy, lust. Greed, jealousy, lust.
Might be kind of weird, but I hear this ghost saying greed, jealousy, lust.
That's what you heard?
That's what he's repeating over and over again. 3 words.
Greed, jealousy, lust.
Yep. They
Yes.
greedy, they jealous of him, and they want his body.
He just continues to say that in a whisper.
See, can you talk to it? Ask it a question. Like, what? Ask it. I don't know.
You got any particular questions you want me to ask?
Ask it who done this to him. Who killed him?
John, who by chance murdered you?
As you ask him that, his eyes meet yours, and he repeats greed, jealousy, lust. He just continues to repeat that.
And he kind of answers.
Ask him how this guiding bolt feels.
As you guys may continue to question the ghost, all you seem to be able to get out of him is what he continues to repeat. But back inside, you have pulled this dagger out.
Can I go into the room to the right? And you said there was a desk. Can I look at the desk and see if there's a note or a journal?
You can. There is parchment. Some of it seems to be torn away, where there's nothing written on the top part, but the bottom half seems to be torn off. The inkwell is just laying there, not inside the whatever the ink thing is called. It's got a special name. I can't remember what it's called. But there seems to be other papers stacked at the sides.
I'll look at the paper, the stack of papers, and see if there's anything up.
Okay.
Yeah, I can read or note.
You say you're searching the desk. There's a few drawers you open up, and you find there's some letters hidden away in some other drawers under some books. And as you're going through all these, on top they seem to be there's a little bit of accounting of like the family's wealth, which you can derive. There's not much left, and there seem to be interest in selling the manor. And the inside some of the letters you notice, they seem to be letters between Celine and DeAndre and John, and they seem to be quite romantic.
There's the jealousy and lust.
Heath, back out in the hallway, I'm sure you're still out there, as you're looking around, the pool of blood, there seems to be like several like footprints that have been in the dry blood when it was wet.
Can I ascertain the size of these footprints?
Yeah, investigate check.
10.
10. Well, you can make out there's two different sizes. One seems to be a larger boot, and the other one seems to be a much smaller barefoot. Not bare, but they had no shoes on.
Did you say there were 2 sets of footprints or 3?
From what you can tell, there's 2 sizes.
Okay.
You can't tell quite how many there are. There's at least 2. And they seem to lead back out, but they draw up and they don't really seem to go in any direction.
Okay, guys. There are 2 sets of footprints. One larger, one a little bit smaller. Seems
So,
like
a man and a woman.
they were the ones that killed him.
Well, seems like we know who the killers might be.
What do you mean?
Well, the ghost just keeps saying jealousy and greed and lust. That's all we keep getting from it.
I can tell you that I've been going through his desk, and it looks as though John may have wanted to sell the land.
That sounds like a motive right there to me.
Heath, in the distance, you can hear a door creaking back behind you down the hallway and footsteps. If you turn to look, you can see someone is walking towards the open door in the hallway you guys are in. It looks like it's DeAndre, and she looks shocked that you guys are, or that she sees you. But she continues walking forward. She doesn't stop.
I approach as well.
As you meet her halfway down the hallway.
I show her the dagger that she wrapped.
She looks at it. She looks sad, and she's like, "Well, I see you guys found John's body.
Who did it?
We don't know. This is where we found him. And that ghost hadn't let us move his body. We just left it there, but it breaks my heart to see him like this." You can see a tear.
Whose
Sorry.
dagger is this?
Did you say that the ghost didn't let you move the body?
He won't let us. He won't let us touch it.
Huh.
She just kind of like looks around you at the body, like, and she looks sad, and she looks back. That's his dagger. And she points at the JH that's in golden on the hilt. Yep, that's his.
There's someone else with those initials as well.
And she seems to kind of be putting it together in her head, but she's like shaking her head. No. Jimmy loved his brother. He wouldn't do that.
Did you know that John wanted to sell the land?
Yeah, we all did. I mean, look at this place. It's barely holding together.
Okay.
And we ain't got much left.
Yeah.
Some noble house we are.
So none of you were opposed to selling?
No, I mean, we lived here our whole lives. None of us wanted to sell it. Not even John wanted to sell it. But look how we live. We barely have anything to eat as it is. I mean, I wish he was still alive so we at least have a chance in the future.
Now that Jimmy isn't here, can you tell us? Were you the one that called us?
Did I call you? No. No, I mean, I can't even read or write. Well, and she looks back over her shoulder. Well, as long as you guys are quiet and don't let Jimmy hear you, you guys just, if this is going to help put John to rest, then go ahead, but just be quiet, okay? And she looks back down the hallway. So, he hadn't kept you guys from approaching his body? Okay.
Would anyone be angry that you're leaving?
Oh, you mean selling the house and... Well, I mean, like I said, none of us want to leave here. This is where we're born and raised. I mean, Grandma Nora is probably the most upset about it, but, you know, she's on her way out anyway. Jingles may be sore about it, but I don't know. Probably the angriest. Probably be Jimmy, I guess, really. Because I mean, the brothers feel like they need to take care of us, and this just giving up is accepting defeat.
Well, sometimes sacrifices need to be made in order for you to find happiness.
All right, well, I'm gonna. She just kind of looks back down the hallway past you again. I'm gonna go sit down.
All right, before you go, would you like us to move the body if we're able to, and where would you like us to move it to?
Well, we need to bury him. If you guys can bring him out to the main room, maybe put his body on a bed, and we can prepare it.
We'll try our best.
I don't. And she kind of like, look. I kind of wonder if he'll let us do that. Even
If who? If John?
John.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. And she turns and walks away, leaving you guys in the hallway.
Right. All right, well, I'm going to walk up to the body once she's left
Okay.
and try to lift his arm up or something.
Try to lift him up.
Yep.
Now you grab him. His body's pretty stiff. You try to lift his arm up, and his body kind of leans over as his arm.
But I have no trouble touching the body.
No.
Does the ghost... No. Shh. Is the ghost doing anything interesting?
The ghost is still doing the exact same thing he was last time you guys were there.
He's still whispering.
The same 3 words. At this point, I think those are the only words he knows.
Brother, what about Jingles?
What about him?
I don't know. He's seemed a little off as well.
Pretty but ugly like the rest of the family.
Well, he just seemed off. I don't know. Should we investigate him?
No, we're
Cracks
not.
numbers. Yeah, why don't we?
Those pillows don't scare anybody.
They're gonna put you to sleep real soon.
Can we see anything that would resemble where Jingles would stay?
You want to look for where Jingles was?
Yeah.
Well, you can't really see things from where you are, but if you kind of walk in the direction where you pointed earlier, you can find a little hut. Like kind of a small, more like a shack. But there's no lights on. There's a window and a door.
Okay. I say we go and at least ask him.
Fine by me, brother. Why not? Start heading down to the shack.
All right, you guys are heading that way. Back up to you guys. Matt, what are you doing right now?
I am still in the room. I guess I want to carry the rest of the parchment.
Mhm.
You know, the one that was ripped. I want to carry it with me.
Okay.
And
As you're picking that up, you see off to the side there seems to be a crumpled up piece of parchment on the floor beside the desk.
I reach down and grab it.
You grab it and you unfold it, and it looks like a piece that was ripped. Probably about matched what was ripped off, and it seems to be to DeAndre, who you guys just talked to, and he seems to be. It's another, like the start of another love letter, but it only gets so far, and then there's a quick, kind of like the pen was dragged.
Okay, listen. I think there was some kind of romantic thing between DeAndre and John. I found a letter, or a beginning of a letter.
Ancestral love. God.
They were married, weren't they?
But you've also found letters from Salim and to from Salim.
I believe we figured out the jealousy and the lust and the greed. We just got to figure out who's doing what.
Well, so stay with the ring. Well, we're heading down to Jingle Shack right now, so we're about to question him and see what's up.
All right, you guys
Okay.
be safe.
All right, DM.
Yeah.
When Jimmy was talking to us earlier, he mentioned something about someone liking the younger sister.
Mhm.
Who was it?
I think what he mentioned was that now they're both his.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was.
All right. You guys want to go mess with Jingles?
Yeah, we are.
All right. You guys approach the shack and knock on the door. Sure.
Yeah,
And
not.
you hear. What the hell? Ching! And then the jingle comes closer to the door, and you kind of see the outline of the old man moving through the dark shack in the window, and the door doesn't really creak open. He just kind of like just swings it open. Hey,
Hello.
well, what can I do for you here? Well, I don't know, whatever time it is. You ain't getting no shut eye around here, especially with that freaking glowy thing over there keeping me up all night.
Yeah, about that. You wouldn't happen to know if maybe there was like some kind of love interest between him and his sister wives, aunts, whatever they are?
He kind of like scoffs a little bit. Love interest. Man, those kids have been fucking each other for 20 years. It's about the grossest thing I ever seen in my life, really.
Yeah, it seems pretty terrible. I mean, God, did you see them? Anyway, was there any like rivalry between Jimmy and John that you might have noticed?
Well, I mean, about as much as you expect from, dude, male got to piss on his property. This is mine. This is mine. She's mine. No, I want her now. I want it all. I'm alpha male. Hey, fuck you. No, fuck you. I'm the leader of this house. No, okay, whatever. It's been like that for, I don't know, ever since they popped out the womb, I guess.
My friends found John's body.
Oh, yeah? Still in the house?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
They won't let me near it. I mean, I didn't really want to see it.
Well, anyway, the ghost, as we got closer, it started mumbling. What was it, Jaimo?
What was it? Like greed, lust, something else?
Jealous.
Jealousy, yes.
Yeah, that's all that dude's been saying since he showed up. He shut up for a little while, but now he's back at it again. As you can kind of hear in the distance the whisper of the same words.
So you don't know what it's a reference to?
I mean, no.
And you
I
also didn't call the Adventurers Guild, right? You didn't send for us?
No.
Jingles, you wouldn't be mad that they would be selling the manor, would you?
Well, that has been a hot issue here lately. Well, before John passed, it was. Now that Jimmy's taken over, nobody's been talking about it. They just been, no, brother's dead, what with me? And I feel bad for the kid. I've watched him grow up. Being dead and all is upsetting, but I mean, I figured whoever buys this place will maybe fix it up a little bit. Maybe they'll hire old Jingles to take care of the place. Know this place like the back of my hand. He looks at it.
But if you didn't have a place to go, Jingles, and somebody new came in, what would you do?
What if I got kicked out? No, it wouldn't do that to me. Jingles, everybody loves Jingles. Well, but I reckon if I did get kicked out, I guess I'd be all right. I reckon. I mean, it ain't like they feed me or nothing here. I got my garden out back. And I fend for myself. I guess I'd just ramble along until I passed on.
Well, all right. Well, all right. Thank you for your time. Sorry to bother you again.
No, I'm sure he'll be back.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll leave the door open.
Appreciate it.
Just steps away and like kind of turns back away, and you can hear the jingle go off.
He
in the
literally leaves the door open.
yeah.
Leaves the door.
All right. Back in the house, you guys can. It sounds to be. You guys can hear talking in the distance now. And it seems to be coming back from the main room. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to do?
Ray, Ao, you want to help me lift this body and try and move it out into the foyer?
I'll help.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys.
Pick up the
Guys, pick it up.
slouched over stick.
Yeah, you guys. Who's? Are you guys just both grabbing an arm and picking it up, or how you guys doing?
I'll grab the legs.
You grab the legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alright.
I guess we'll grab an arm each.
All right. Which arm are you grabbing?
Left.
Grab the left arm. Okay. Grab the right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
The other one.
Which
Third one, yeah.
You grab his. You guys his left arm. That was the side that the dagger was stuck or stabbed into. But as you're reaching to grab him, your finger kind of slips into what seems to be like another hole, kind of in his back behind his shoulder as you're picking him up. And but yeah, you guys get him up. He's dead weight, but it's a little lighter since he's been drained of blood. It seems and it's all over the ground. And you guys are moving him back.
Yeah, we're moving to one of the beds in the foyer.
Okay, yeah. Heading back. And when you guys get back to the foyer, all three of the people you've met are so far kind of in there, and they're talking to each other, not really yelling, and they're talking about John's body and like what they're going to do, like how to prepare it, because you guys can hear them plainly from a distance. And as you walk in, they kind of get silent and watch you guys bring him in. You guys continue in, put him on one of the beds, the dusty beds.
Yep.
You place him down. Like you had his legs, right? And you're kind of backing up. And as you put him on the bed, his legs are still kind of up in the air a little bit as his body's stiff. And you can, it's awkward. You can
I'll pat him down a
you
little
can
bit.
you can push him down. It resists a little bit, but you eventually get him laying down and laying on the bed, and Celine, the older sister, she walks up and she starts to brush his hair.
So she can touch him now.
She's touching him, and she's like, "Oh, John, John, I always loved you." And she begins
I'm
to
gonna
cry.
watch Jimmy.
Jimmy, as he's standing near and watching her as she mourns over John. He looks angry.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
I guess we're making our way back up to the house, the manor.
You guys coming back?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys enter the main room. Everybody's there. There's a body now laying on one of the 3 empty beds, dusty beds.
Ray, what is this?
That is John's body. We found him in a closet.
Yeah, it's funny. We're able to move him, and they weren't.
And she can touch him now when they said they couldn't.
As you say that, DeAndre looks obviously taken back, and yeah, that. Oh, well, I guess we can finally prepare the body now. Thank you.
Would you like to prepare the body?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure we got some.
Can we
some
get
oils and
Yeah.
Can we get Jimmy to get him some clothes?
Or how about
and
we?
to put some clothes on him?
Yeah, why not? Jimmy, it was your brother. Why don't you do it?
And Jimmy like kind of looks at you.
You hate that he's gone, right?
Kind of sad, but
And kind of.
You gonna cry about it?
Hey, Jimmy, I found this in his body. Hold up the dagger.
Yep. There's his dagger.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that it was left there.
Why would it be his dagger?
who stabs him? Yeah.
Well, I imagine whoever broke in saw Jimmy. They went into his room. His dagger's laying out, and they thought, well, heck, just use his dagger.
So they
came
killed
in-
him and stuffed him in a broom
They
closet.
came in unarmed, found a dagger, killed him with it?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they were armed, but I mean, heck,
They
if I was going to stab someone, I would use their own knife against them, right?
You
But
would,
did-
wouldn't you?
Does Jimmy usually stay in the broom closet?
Well, that's where
Because
we found.
that's where y'all.
What,
said
what the
that-
hell is this?
I mean, you said you found the body there. I was just wondering, was he in the broom closet trying?
Well,
to
yeah,
clean?
he was in the broom closet when we found him.
So he was trying to clean and got stabbed.
Well, I imagine he got stabbed, tried to get away, went to the broom closet. They finished the job there, shut the door, locked him in. I don't know. Fuck.
I was just wondering. The blood was kind of weird. That's why.
Are y'all here to look at some fucking blood, or y'all here to take care of a ghost?
I'll walk up and kind of
You're the only one that
nudge
wants
Jimmy as I like walk beside him. And like, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Why?
Sorry.
Seems like he's the only one that wants us to. Seems like he's the only one that wants us to get
Kill
rid of
this
the
dude.
ghost.
Yeah.
You brush up and elbow him, I guess. He's like,
Yo.
what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you like,
Tell him your face.
what are you doing back in here?
I don't know. It just seems like you and the sister, grandma.
Wait,
so
which
whatever
one's
you-
which? I can't tell the difference. We all both get the hell out of here.
Well, listen, Jimmy. We're here to investigate, and we're going to do that. Until we're finished, we would like you to cooperate.
In other
Under whose
words,
authority? The Adventurers Guild just go around asking a bunch of questions. If y'all going to try to get to the bottom of this, you ought to go down and get the bastards that did this shit.
Can you point us to them?
And he like
point him now.
just points to the front door.
Well, while
What-
we're
what's up
investigating, can you please go get your brother some clothes and actually put some clothes on him just out of respect for him?
Well, y'all
We
so-
got a mood for you.
Y'all so
because-
worried about it. You want to dress him? I can tell you. Y'all already know where his room is. Y'all been down there. Grab him some clothes.
Hey,
Put him on him.
We brought the body up here, so
And we'll prepare him as a family. We won't be told what to do by some outsider elf.
But you said as a family that you're not helping.
Listen,
Who the hell am I talking to here? What the fuck is going on?
Jimmy, did you kill your brother?
And as you say that, he just kind of,
I can't even wait.
as you say that, his face turns like bright red. Did I kill my brother? As he just like, you can't even understand what he's saying anymore. He's just like, like, just, like throwing stuff and.
This kind of seems like
But anyway, this guy is just like he's just going.
He's
through
out
he's
right
like
now.
he's breaking shit. He's flipping stuff over.
in this whole tirade. Has he gotten closer to the body?
Has he gotten closer to it?
Yeah.
And did
seems
he
to
answer
kinda-
the question?
He hasn't answered the question. he hasn't flipped the body over yet.
But is he close to the body?
Yeah, he's walked past it a couple of times.
Hey, Stein, next time you walk past that body, push him on him. I'm gonna see.
All right.
I'm going outside. No, I'm gonna see what the ghost's gonna do.
Oh god.
He's
The next time you walk by, just trip him.
he's like screaming for you all to
Why
leave at
don't
this
you
point.
all go outside and see what the ghost is gonna do?
I'm going
No,
outside.
I don't need one person.
I'll stay in there. I'm
Oh, I'm
just
staying in
standing
there.
quietly in the corner watching
This
this happen.
is
I
this
need
is
y'all
the
to
good
leave.
part. This is chaos.
You need us to leave?
Ray, listen, it's obvious this guy is responsible.
Make my way to
I actually feel like there's quite a few people that could be responsible at this point.
make my way to the ghost.
You kind of go out. You guys go and watch out the ghost. You guys leave as Jimmy is just
Yes.
losing his mind.
I'll walk out then.
You're supposed to trip him.
Actually, the two sisters get up and they also go outside to get away from their rampaging brother. So who's all left inside with Jimmy?
I'm inside with Jimmy and the buddy.
Jimmy's
I'm
cracking
still in.
corn.
I'm still inside. Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy is just
You don't care.
he's just
I don't give a damn.
cracking the corn. He don't care. He's throwing out every stupid insult that he can find. Half of what he's saying doesn't even make sense.
Just kind of look at us, right? He did not answer the question.
Looks like he's avoiding it. I don't know.
All right. So as he's doing this, what are you guys doing? You guys go out. You go out to see the ghost.
I'm contemplating
Oh man,
half sister wives, and then he going all crazy and stuff.
man, did y'all see the detective work we just put in?
Oh,
my
that
God.
was real subtle detective.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I really want to go in and knock him out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, if you push him on the body and the ghost goes crazy,
Dude, you just accused him of murder in front of his whole family, killing his brother.
Yeah, well, does it not look like that?
But anyway, like I said, like Jimmy's the only one still in the house. The two sisters have gone outside.
Okay.
you see, he won't touch the body. They couldn't move it. The girls probably could move it, but he probably couldn't. Why would they move it? I mean, they are, aboriginally strong, but
Everyone outside, will you please speak to the girls individually? Split them up and talk to them if you're able to. I will try and calm down this
hold on.
raging storm.
Hold on,
I'm just posted up on the corner, my arms crossed.
Hold on, watch this. What was the older one's name?
Celine.
Celine.
So good looking.
You gonna make a check on this, or are you gonna? All right.
On the ancestral file.
I guess.
This is good looking.
Are you trying to persuade her, or are you trying to perform for her? What are you trying to do?
I might be doing
Persuasion.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit that persuasion. Like, if you're gonna try to
yeah.
get her to warm up to you, hit persuasion.
Good thing?
You're trying to this to Celine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Celine just kind of scoffs at you when you say that. Like, just kind of like, she kind of angrily looks away. You say that
But
to
I
her.
love your big, beautiful eye. Oh man, I almost no good at this.
Oh, man.
In the way you got beautiful ears.
No. Don't even start. All right.
They remind me of elf ears.
You finally look. The only one I'm going to ever love is John. I mean Jimmy.
John and Jimmy or both? Or Jimmy John?
Jimmy. Sorry, I was talking about John. Got me confused for a second.
Oh, so you were Jimmy's wife.
I mean, I spent most of my time with John,
Okay.
but I mean, we got to keep everything pure in this family. So I mean, Jimmy's now the head of the house.
You can't keep it pure with Hamo, babe?
And
Oh no, look roll that one back.
It's out there, man. Just do it. It's out there.
it's out there now, and she's just doing it. And she like just looks away again. But as you're saying that, DeAndrea's like seems to be paying attention. Like, she seems to be watching.
Your ladies, baby.
See what I do? Said DeAndre, don't worry, baby. I'll get to you in a minute. Talking to DeAndre. Ask Ryan, handle that for me.
Brother, for the team. For the team, brother.
You wanted me to talk to which Billy Goat?
The other one.
Just forget about Stash for me.
She said DeAndre, but she's like, no, I don't want to talk to him. You're the one talking all sweet. Let me hear what you got to say.
I'm gonna throw him out.
Yeah, she says that, and you notice like a couple of her teeth are missing. They're just weird.
I just go like this. Go ahead.
I just pat him on the back.
Oh my god.
And as she waits for your response.
I'm talking to the ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, let him.
Yeah,
I'm
give
gonna
him what
give
to
you some
think.
time. Yeah. I'll go to the front where it's looking out
Okay.
and hold up the dagger. Does it respond?
It looks at you. It doesn't look at you, but it seems to be looking at the dagger, and you can hear the whisper. It's a little louder, and it's still continuing the same greed, jealousy, lust.
John, who killed you?
And he continues to repeat what he said.
Was it Jimmy?
His voice gets a little louder when you mention Jimmy's name, but then it dies back down. It's like greed, jealousy, lust.
Mm.
It emphasizes greed.
Seems that way.
Celine,
Greed, jealousy, lust.
DeAndre.
Greed, jealousy, lust.
They all ugly though.
Put a
And
dagger
cutting
away.
back to Hamo. Neandria is giving a performance of her own.
Oh god. Oh no.
Roll insight.
Yeah, that seems pretty good for insight. 20.
Yeah. You're not swayed by her flicking the hair.
But I'm gonna throw a bone. Hey, baby, I see you over there.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
You go adventuring often, slaying ghosts and
I've
whatnot.
been adventuring for 250 years.
You lived that long? And as
Oh,
she
yeah,
says that, Celine pushes his straight away. Now, don't go talking to him after he's talking to me like that, all right? What kind of man are you? You just come up and talk to one girl and you just think go talk to another one?
But you said
I'll kill you. I will kill you if you talk to her again like that.
I'm gonna talk to her again. Don't worry, you're not gonna die. I won't let that happen.
All right, inside the house, what are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
Is Jimmy still?
He's still
irate?
cracking corn, you know.
Cracking that corn, baby.
cracking the shit.
He's worked up a sweat, and, but he seems to be calming a little bit as he gets tired.
Listen, Jimmy. Listen. I don't think you killed your brother, but I think you know who did.
What do you mean? You think you know who did? Who killed my brother?
No, I think you know.
Oh, as he
Who would do it? Just who would do it?
kind of just like looks like he's thinking, but but he has something to say, but he doesn't want to say it.
I'm going to use suggestion on him.
All right.
I'm going to say, Jimmy, if there's anything that you think could help, you should really, really tell us what it is.
Okay, you're using suggestion on him?
Yeah.
Okay, mark that spell slot off.
Yeah.
And he seems to.
I need to reorganize this.
Well, I guess you guys ain't gonna quit until you got somebody anyway.
It's not about somebody. It's getting the right person.
Well, all right. Listen, Celine was John's, but then John and Andrew started, doing their thing, like we all do, really. But Celine wasn't too happy about that. And I think if anybody in this household had the capacity to do this, it'd be her.
Detect thoughts. Oh, yes.
You sure can.
Actually, I get to perceive his surface thoughts.
All right. You cast the spell as you hold your hand out and chant your magic spell, and your hand glows. You get a surge of confusion. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing to me right now? Is this magic? What the fuck? As he looks panicked and starts backing away. Is he going to kill me? Oh my
I'm
God.
not here to hurt. I'm just here to help.
And he's like, a lot of confusion. But continue the conversation because you got 60 seconds.
I feel like you know the truth.
Like,
You know what really happened to John
you kind of
that
get
night.
you kind of see Celine, and you can see her entering the room that was John's. He just kind of shakes his head. I mean, I told you what I know. If there's anyone in this house that could have done that, it was Celine. And then you kind of get like a little flash of like Celine talking to him, but you don't. There's no words. And then his thoughts go back to he's trying to think of a way to get away from you because he's worried what you're going to do to him.
Don't worry, I believe you.
If you believe me so much, what you got your glowy hand out there for? Huh?
It just helps.
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
No, I ain't hurt. As his mind flashes to, he's thinking over his body if he's been injured lately, and he kind of starts thinking about his kind of his bum leg a little bit. Then his thoughts return back to you and his worry of what you're doing.
Listen, I know you just want to do what's best for your brother, and
As you say, do what's best. You kind of get a flash of seems like an argument between them, and John is holding some papers up and he throws them down and is yelling, but there's no words still.
would you mind? Did you mind if he was going to sell this house? Like, did it matter to you?
Well, of course it mattered. It mattered all. So we grew up here, and you kind of get like a quick flash of them as kids playing, and like two shadowy like figures that seem to be his parents, and then the argument kind of flashes back again.
You wouldn't have hurt your brother in any way, right?
And it's probably about 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And as you say that, kind of the last thing you see is the body of John in the closet, but he still seems to be breathing. There's no knife in his shoulder, but there don't seem to be any wounds on his chest yet, as a knife stabs into him.
That's all I needed to know.
All right.
There was 3 wounds, right? And we have 3 suspects?
There's 4.
4 wounds.
As there's 3 on the front and 1 on the back shoulder blade, but you don't know that because Matt hasn't mentioned it yet.
I just felt it.
Has anyone learned anything interesting that they would like to share with the group?
Yeah,
The chicks are crazy.
I'm
back
going
outside
to
there.
go outside.
You go back outside, Celine, red-faced, and in Hamo's face just yelling at him about he's some gross womanizer. She can't stand men like him. And Deandre is just like kind of rolling her eyes, like whatever.
Put the glasses up on.
Ray, did he ever answer the question?
He answered a few questions. Guys, I honestly think that they all did it.
Did
I
what?
can-
Slept in the same bed together?
I can definitely see.
Are y'all pishing right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna miss him. Yeah. I don't think he would have came out and just said that.
Well, I just gotta ask. Make
But
sure.
yeah.
I can definitely see Celine doing it. She told me if I talk to her sister again, just talk to her. She killed me.
Smooth talker.
Hey, them lines were smooth as peanut butter.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
we will do training sessions if you need.
show you how to use
Me and my
Elvin.
brother, we wouldn't charge you much.
Hey, you got something?
Yeah, DM.
All I gotta do is
Did
do
it
the job.
indicate Jimmy as greed or jealousy? Greed.
Yeah, he seemed to say greed louder when you asked.
Jimmy was
Which have you walked back to the group yet?
Yeah, I'm walking.
Okay.
Celine was jealousy,
Jealousy.
then?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's yeah. As the rest of you walked out, Celine is kind of she's backed off a little bit, and she's still mad and giving you like the side eye look. And
I'm gonna look at her.
DeAndre's kind of winking at you from behind her.
I'm gonna look at her. Hey, DeAndre. So good.
And as you say that, Celine jumps at you. But she just kind of she runs into you, but nothing really happens. She starts yelling at your face again.
Okay.
Son of a bitch, stay away from my sister.
I am just sitting back in the cut, just laughing at this, like, yo.
You think in the distance you can hear Jerry.
He threw a chair.
Anyway, yeah.
Guys, I talked to the ghost. It seemed to indicate that Jimmy was greed. Celine was jealousy. DeAndre was lust.
That makes sense to me. So do we think this was a group activity?
Well, I will say there were 4 wounds in John. 4. And we have 4 suspects.
Are you implying?
And I saw a vision of Jimmy standing over John in the closet before he was stabbed.
What I'm confused about is who called us.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
So if they're all guilty, do we just take them all in?
And
To the police? To the Crimson Guard?
who we taking them to?
I don't know. What should we do with them then?
Would we know what authority that is out here?
We are still in the Crimson Empire, so it would be.
yeah, it's the Paladins seem to take care of the city, the Pearl Reach itself. Everywhere else is kind of taken care of by the just the Crimson Army itself. But out here, there's not really police you can call.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Easy. We bring them to the Emperor. That should work out very well.
We'll just bind them with ropes and take them back in our cart.
Yes.
There's no way
So-
they're gonna stand and let us tie them up and take them back.
Are you saying the grandmother also was involved?
The grandmother or Jingle Jangles. We haven't seen the grandmother yet. Maybe she just wanted to end all this madness.
Jingles doesn't seem to care very much about what happens to this family, as long as he gets to stay here. From what I gathered when we spoke with him.
Okay. Shot in the dark. Maybe we should talk to the grandmother.
It's a good idea. Shall I go in and keep Jimmy quiet?
You know.
I'll go in there and keep him quiet. How about that?
Worse.
Crack knuckles.
You guys, been silent for a long time, and the sisters kind of eyeballed each other oddly, and they've turned and they've mid conversation they started walking back into the house. Whether or not-
Celine,
Yeah.
did you do it?
What?
Your brother. What else?
Did you kill him?
They all did, the brother.
You think I would kill him? I loved him.
I bet you did.
But which one of you loved him more?
As you say that, her face kind of gets real red. And well, of course, our love was the strongest. Me and John's. DeAndre here is just a little hoe.
Can I take a look at their feet?
Their
Any
feet?
blood down
Any
there?
blood? If as they're walking around, if you're trying to like get a look at the bottom of their feet or anything, they just look black and dirty.
Continue with your dialogue.
So yeah, I mean they are. She said that, and DeAndre just kind of rolls her eyes and looks off the side. Whatever, you're just jealous. And
I just turned back to Celine. Oh, Celine, did you hear that? She said you weren't jealous.
Jimmy opens the door as you guys are standing on the front porch right now. Jimmy was still inside. He pokes his head out. And he looks out to the lake. We are sure doing a fantastic freaking job, aren't you? Girls, get back in here. These outsiders don't want nothing but trouble.
Y'all are gonna sleep in the same bed again, or what?
More than you ever get. Short shit.
Keep talking, man. I'm finna knock you on your ass here in a minute.
The sisters, they kind of come back in, and they're all just kind of standing at the door looking at you guys.
You didn't answer the question.
No, I didn't do it. And Jimmy's like, you ain't got to tell them nothing. Get on in the house. Wasting our time enough with these guys. And Jimmy's standing there, and still in the doorway, and they're all looking at you guys through the doorway, and Jimmy's standing with his hand in the door. And he begins to close it. And as you begin to close it, Ao and Haimo, Haimo's not here, but you notice that the body of John seems to be sitting up as they close the door in front of you.
Boy.
I'm gonna walk around to the back of this manor. We haven't even been back there yet.
All right.
The ghost's still out there.
The ghost is not there anymore.
Son of a bitch.
Is there a back door?
Are you walking around?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're walking around. You haven't got to the back door yet. What's everybody else doing? It's
do we-
you see this.
I didn't see anything, so I'm just chilling, cuddling, laughing to my brother.
Guys, the ghost is gone.
The ghost is gone.
I point to the lake.
I look.
Oh,
I'm like, well, job done. I guess.
let's go.
Run,
Yeah.
run up to the window.
Run up to the window. As you run up the window, you hear a shriek of terror coming from three people. There's a man yelling, and the two sisters seem to be screaming at something. Peek through this dusty window.
I kind
You
of
can
laugh.
see John's body standing there and walking towards them.
I walk up, I run, and I look into the window, and I try to dust it off, and I look,
Yeah.
and I see him. I'm like, it looks like justice is about to be served. Do we stop this or just let it happen?
You guys deliberate for a minute. I'm going to pee around the corner real quick.
Okay. All right.
See you later.
So, John's
What do we do?
body
What do we do?
rose up.
I say we.
Ayo, tell Hamo what he saw.
You saw John's body sitting up.
Yeah. And the ghost is no longer over the lake.
The ghost is gone, so it has to be there.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
What
hear,
do we
but-
do?
And
Yeah,
they
you
were
wouldn't hear,
screaming.
but
They were
like, yeah, they
screaming.
were screaming as he saw the body of John sitting up, and the door closed the door, and then now they're screaming, they're yelling, and on the inside there,
No, so they're all, who's
Running.
all inside?
the whole family.
We could kind of just.
Are we
leave
all
it.
outside?
Yeah.
As a paladin, you probably should do something.
Oh, I am. I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
As a vengeance pally, he's probably okay with the vengeance.
Yeah,
I'm
you probably
free.
think that it's justice.
I'll let you know right now, Aeon. It seems like the ghost came back into the body.
There's
with
another
the children.
scream of terror as you
Kick
guys are
open the
talking.
door.
Alright.
Yeah, kick open the door.
Kick open the guys are going for the kicking
I
it
guess
open.
they'll go back around to the front of the house. And
Yeah, you heard the screaming.
Go on.
Yeah, you probably didn't even make it to the end of the house before you heard the screaming. But yeah, you guys can bust into the door and let's see. As you guys enter, you can see that Celine is in the arms of John's body, and her body lays limp back as there seems to be a slash across her neck. As John's body seems to like kind of breathe out this cold, foggy breath, and blood runs down his lips as he does.
Okay. Dagger at the back of John.
All right, initiative time.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll do something.
Whoever is participating in this fight, roll initiative.
And
Really, I think it's
Nah, I mean, I'm like in my own thing.
You guys are free to hold if you'd like to.
I'm holding it for a minute.
Okay.
If we gotta roll initiative anyway, though.
23.
Don't worry about it.
Do we get anything else out of the ghost? What triggered the ghost? To do
Mary, what'd you get?
7.
Nothing.
Who else rolled?
9.
9. Okay. Ayo, you're up first. Jamar, you rolling or no?
You roll?
11.
What'd you get, Matt?
9.
Okay. Ayo, you are up first. Yeah, but the scene is they're backing towards the door. They're probably only like 15 feet away, and John himself is 25 feet away.
Run to John.
Run up to John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stab.
Stab him.
Yeah.
All right. Hit him.
With your knife or with his knife?
Mine. Mine. It's not that great.
Did we see exactly what happened?
Yeah, he killed.
We didn't
Did we
see
see
him kill
her
Celine.
kill?
He killed Celine already.
We didn't see it though.
Y'all didn't see it.
All we can see is that she is in his arms with a slash on her neck. We didn't actually see him cut.
Yeah. What was your hit?
16.
That's true. I don't know.
The hits. Yep.
No, I shouldn't have rolled in. I thought we were.
Any sneak attack or just regular attack?
No one is near him. I mean, he's looking in your direction as well, so no sneak attack for that one.
10.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Which dagger was this you're throwing?
I'm not throwing, I'm running.
Oh, you're running in and stabbing him? Okay.
It's silver down.
Silver dagger? Okay. As you stab him, it seems to kind of hiss as the metal seems to burn as you stab in.
Now back up the rest of the movement.
All right. Get you disengage.
Yep. Well, kind of.
And that goes to Jamar. Jamar, what are you doing? Is this terrifying scene for this family is unfolding?
Wait, I rolled an 11 and I go second.
Yep.
We all rolled badly.
He rolled a 9.
No, you should see John's roll.
Wait, I was just sitting like, yeah, I'm gonna be able. Wait, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
And kind of just chill.
Yeah, you're still outside the door, so it's fine. You can see what's happening, ish. You can see John. Matt, what are you doing?
I'm going to run up to Jimmy, grab him, and say, "Tell the truth now, or we all die."
And he just like horrified look on his face as he looks at you, and he just the truth. What do you mean the truth?
Tell it now.
Okay. He doesn't say anything yet. Mary, your turn. No, let's see. Did you have any more movement or anything you want to do? Okay.
I'm gonna whistle for my bear,
All right.
Yeah.
and he's gonna come barging through the door, probably breaking it open.
Yeah, I don't know if the bear can actually get to the door if everyone's kind of in the doorway right now.
He can
He
toss
is-
some people.
Well, he can. He can't really move through people with his size.
Alright, well, he's there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to rush over to whatever her name was, Deirdre.
Not Deirdre.
Deandre.
Deandre.
And
Not
I'm going to grab her and like keep running and try and get her into the next room.
Are you running past John?
I guess he's in the way.
Well, be specific because he can get opportunities of attack if you just run
Where's
straight at him.
the rooms are out to the side, right? And then there's a staircase up.
He would be in between going towards where Jimmy had went before when he went to get his sisters.
All right. And where is Deandre standing?
They're just like 10 feet away from the door, just kind of in the middle of the floor.
All right. Well, I want to run and grab her and keep running to get her into that hallway, to get her out of the main room.
Gonna have to make a grapple check to grab her and run with her. So it's
She probably doesn't resist, does she?
Well, I mean, you're still picking up someone and running with them.
More like cooking them.
Yeah. Just give me a strength check and let's see what happens.
That one.
All right. Now, you just kind of run to her and you're fixing to grab
Body
her.
slam.
You just kind of like run into her and you both
Headbutt.
fall on the ground
Nice.
directly in front of John. Unfortunately.
I'm just sitting back. I'm like, typical.
That was Mary's turn.
This
Yeah.
wasn't in the woods.
John's turn, and John has a pretty easy target right now, so he's going to take a swing at Deandre, who's laying on the ground. As he takes some swings, he takes 2 swings, and as he does, you hear him whisper "lust" as he just sinks his hand into her chest, and she writhes and seems to just die. because John's a beast. John just rolled the 20s. That's what I'm talking about, John. I mean, well, he got advantage because she was on the ground.
So I see this.
Yeah, he just killed someone in front of you. But how does your character feel about these
Acts of
people?
revenge.
I'm sitting here like, go Jill. Get him.
So
Get them all.
Does this seem like justice in your eyes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does to me.
Right, yeah.
Same here.
Ezekiel, can I speak to you mentally, or do I have to talk to him in some kind of reflection? Or
Well, you haven't tried to speak to him mentally yet.
yeah, I'm gonna try to mentally.
Mhm.
All right, Ezekiel, do you see any of this?
And he doesn't speak back to you, but you kind of get a feeling of like agreeance.
So you agree too? Nah, just let it continue.
And you kind of get the feeling of happy.
Go like this, and you just see that hand.
Anybody else sit on the sideline after seeing what's going on? Want to do anything?
John hasn't attacked any of our party, right?
He didn't attack Mary that's laying on the
Right
ground
there.
directly in
Right.
front of him.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Should we take DeAndre?
Can Henry move at all? When's Henry's turn?
DeAndre?
Henry, the bear. What's his initiative?
No.
She's just a boo boo.
4.
4. All right, he goes there, but he spent his time running up there. He goes after you, Mary.
Huh?
The bear will go after you, but you spent his turn. Whistle for
Calling
me.
him in.
He spent his turn running towards you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Ayo, what are you doing?
Another attack on John.
All right,
And run toward him.
hit him.
21.
It hits.
Uh, 10 again.
10 more damage. Okay.
And back up.
Okay. John's body is already kind of tattered up, but the wounds you're making on him with your silver dagger seem to be deep. Jamar.
Oh boy. What to do? I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame at John.
All right. What's it doing to him?
I got a roll to hit. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 23.
He hit him.
Yeah. What the hell does this spell do?
Oh my god.
It's been a while since I used it. Huh. 5th level, I get 2d8.
Hit him for 2d8.
Yeah.
What kind of damage is it doing to him?
Radiant. Ooh, that radiant 8
Hey.
plus that. Ooh, 14.
14 damage to him?
Yep.
All right. As you do that, like you hit him with this sacred flame, this bright light, and he's smoking, and he's visibly he's not holding together very well. His body's in tatters, but he's still on his feet. Matt, your turn.
I'm gonna grab Jimmy again and just tell the truth, or you're going to die.
All right, he's says, fine, we killed him. We all killed him. And he yells that out. Anything else?
Can I throw him to the ground?
Yeah, he's not resisting that at all. Like you're probably holding him up at this point from what he's just witnessed, and you let him drop to the ground. Okay, John doesn't react to this. He's still up, but you still have your turn.
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. What action are you holding?
I am going to hold a. Let's see, what is it? It's going to be a spell. It is going to be Dispel Magic.
Dispel magic. Okay. What's the trigger?
An attack.
Just if he makes an attack. Okay.
Who makes the attack? Jimmy or John? Anybody?
I'm sure if it's
John.
John makes an attack. Mary, your turn.
I'm going to barrel roll out of the way.
All right.
And
gonna
then
use-
Henry is after me, so he's gonna run in and grab my buddy and hold me over in the corner and go, rah!
All right. Well, the people that were in the doorway,
Yep.
you're going to get pushed out of the way as this bear barrels through. Well, you may get pushed away. Let's see. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
This bear barrels to the front door as Mary's rolling away, and he's taking a protective stance over Mary.
Just
Are you attempting to
barely-
get up at all, Mary? Or you just laying there?
Nope, I'm being held by Henry now in his little bear paws.
barely
Alright.
strength.
It's John's turn, and he's still there, but he's not moving. But it looks like he's trying to. It's like he just can't get his legs to work. He's trying to go forward, but he spends his turn just kind of still shambling towards Jimmy, but he can't quite get there.
Jimmy, okay.
And all right, bystanders, anything?
So to get into this fight, I got to roll for initiative, right?
Why you want to get in the fight now?
Because I want to now. Is that what I need to do? Or you just-
I'm gonna yell out, my friends. Why are you stopping him?
I'm
Kill
not.
my boo. My boo DeAndre is gone.
That ugly, hideous creature deserved to die.
I like your ear.
She was guilty.
Obviously.
Yeah, but they can all die.
I guess
They're
I'm
going
just.
to.
I guess I need to just try to. Do I need to join in? I got to roll for initiative.
What do you want to do?
I want to join in the fight.
You want to fight John?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. As you have that thought, the kind of the same thing from when he was talking to Ezekiel before of like agreements turns into disagreements.
Yeah, I'm like. To me, I'm like, I'm not really gonna fight John. I just say that so the party will hear. I'm going after Jimmy. That's the one I want to go for.
Now you're going for Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay, the feeling turns into hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going for Jimmy. Gotta tell the party this, right?
All right.
I'm coming in to assist.
Wait, so you lying with Kyle?
Yeah, it's roll initiative. I mean, it's the end of the turn. I thought about throwing you guys in there, but we'll wait.
Yeah. Oh man, don't matter anyway. Roll up. 5.
Okay. No, it should be. It's the end of all the initiative. You should be able to allow it. You should just jump in. What do you want to do?
Look at Jimmy.
You know it's only two.
I'm gonna walk. Try to get close in. Like walk my full distance in.
Okay.
I guess I'm closer to him now.
I mean, they were only like from where you are. They're probably 25 feet away if you were like standing outside the door.
Okay, that's exactly my movement speed. So I'm like right there. So.
But you can get up to stand beside Ray.
Yeah. Or Jimmy. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right. Cast Hunter's Mark. And everyone can see that Asheron walks in and casts a spell at Jimmy.
Yeah, that's actually a bonus action, but
Yeah, but it's gonna shine. It look like the big ass target that you said last time.
it's like a blue flame. Maybe with like an X. Try to go to attack him.
You want to swing at him? Okay. What was your held action? Was it if John attacked?
It was a John attack.
Okay.
When,
Asheron walk in. You swing at Jimmy
Yay.
I had to go
with advantage because he's on the ground.
Oh, with advantage. Oh yeah, we gotta take that 8. 13.
13. Now you hit him. He's not wearing any armor. It doesn't seem like.
Oh, nice.
Stealing his Jimmy Gams.
Let's see. I gotta roll. Yo, just go to roll and hit him. Yeah, just go to hit him. Oh, that's right. I got like this awesome long sword now, so it's a D8. So 7. 12.
12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You sink a sword deep into Jimmy, and he gasps as your sword sinks into him. He's still alive, but he seems to be just a normal person, and that hurt him.
Yeah, second attack.
All right.
Yeah. Oh man, we're at 18. Well, as still advantage, I guess.
Oh yeah, he's still on the ground.
Yeah, 18. 23.
Yep, you hit him.
Yeah. Go for it again. Hit him again. 5. 7.
All right.
Oh wait, no. 9 altogether. We gotta add the
Alright.
strength. That's right.
Jimmy's gonna die. Is there any certain way you want to do that to him?
Oh yeah. Since he's down now, and as I take my sword, I just kind of put it like right there towards my jump. This is how big it is, and then just kind of like a swing like that.
All right. And he swings in.
Swing.
In front of you, Asheron has lopped off the head of Jimmy with his dick joke. Ayo, it's your turn.
Wait, ain't that all three of them?
I mean, there's still a John. He's still up.
How's he at now that we all alive ones are dead?
Actually, yeah, as his gaze has seemed to went from Jimmy's body to
Jimmy?
Asheron.
Who did?
You looking
John's
at
looking at you
looking
now.
at you.
John looking at me.
You denied his vengeance.
Yeah, for me. He came back to revenge his death, and you took it away from him.
But it's Ayo's turn. As John seemed like this gurgle yell as Jimmy's decapitated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to John. There are many ways to find vengeance. You don't have to kill them.
Yes, you do.
I didn't talk to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that as you tell him.
Well, it's his
You
turn.
can't. You can't say.
Oh, it's not my turn.
Yeah, did you say that to him? And it seems like he's trying to respond back to you, like as you say that. Already dead. Yeah, continue your turn.
I'm gonna hold an attack just in case he attacks somebody else.
Okay. All right. Hold your attack. Jamar, your turn.
I'm about to guide both his motherfucking face off.
All right. Hit him.
Let's see what I'm rolling on there. That's what I think it just automatically does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the hunter's mark. I don't know how I work that.
21.
21 to hit him?
Bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you hit
If
him.
I kill something, you send it to another target.
OB6. Yeah. Wow, see. 16?
16 damage?
Yeah.
All right. How you want to do it? He's going to die again.
I'm gonna do it straight freezer style. I'm
All right.
just shoot a beam straight to the heart.
Right. You do that, and the body like kind of seems to melt away at this point where you shot through him, and the body falls to the ground and slumps. And you guys are left there in a moment.
He killed all the
Silence.
girl I ever loved.
I just say justice is served, and then I just sheath my
Walk
sword
out.
back.
You're trying to walk away. You feel a cold shiver as you're walking towards the door. And those of you that are still looking at the body, the spirit that was by the lake is forming beside John's body, and it still has the look of rage in its eyes as its possession is ended. And Matt, your turn.
Oh my god, now we gotta beat it.
Well, this is kind of the situation has played out this way.
Like, look, if we kill Jingles,
John's spirit has come back, and it's yelling greed, jealousy, lust, very angrily, and it still seems to be focused on Oseron.
Yes, for men.
I'll pass my turn.
Pass your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mary, your turn.
Henry will put me down, and I am going to. Can I get into like the direction where they came from? Like it was through the dining room, and then there was another door, right?
Yeah, you want to go back there?
I want to find a grandma.
Okay. Yeah, he can
So
head
I
that
can,
way.
I can just walk there.
Yeah, nobody seems to be trying to stop you.
Sweet. That's where I'm heading.
You
That's
go
my turn.
around the room and go. You can get into the dining area.
In my turn.
Yeah. Bear's turn.
Henry will go around and guard the door that I just walked through.
Okay, the bear is sitting in front of the door now.
Yeah.
It's John's turn again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayo, make a charisma saving throw. As the ghost seems to be. You get the feeling that he's trying to enter your body.
11.
11.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
As he rolls this, John's ghost seems to disappear. And is now in control of Ao's body. Ao, on your turn, this John, he's going to attack Masaran with everything you got.
Okay.
Masaran, it's your turn. You just see your friend there. You saw John's ghost disappear, and Ao kind of.
Would he use my tactics or would he use it?
He uses what he knows. He's just going to make normal attacks
Okay.
based with your stats. He's not going to have sneak attack or anything like that.
Guess I just look. I'm like, "Hey, are you okay though? No."
And now Ao's voice, you hear the same words of greed, lust, jealousy.
I just smirk. I'm gonna go to whole person then. On Al.
You gonna cast whole person on Ao?
Yeah.
All right. Where's the save?
8 plus 15. Man, I should have wrote this down. I think it was 15 or 13. I think. So 8 plus 15, 3, 8,
What save does he need to make?
15.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh,
Charisma,
yeah, whole person.
charisma, wisdom.
Oh,
What tells you?
Probably strength.
wisdom saving throw.
All right. Its wisdom is +1.
Second spell.
12.
12. What was yours? 15 you had to make? Okay.
Yeah.
Your
He's
person is
dead.
held as you are holding him.
Yeah, I'm just like, no.
All right. Ao, it's your turn. You're going to try to attempt to break.
Yeah, he can attempt to break it.
I assume he would, right?
Yeah. He's trying to get out.
Mine or his? His?
It's a wisdom, right? It's
Yeah.
his wisdom, so +1.
9. 9.
9. Okay, you still got him. Jamara, your turn.
I don't want to have to hit.
By the way, Dan, you've seen what's happened, so you're free to jump back in now at the end of the phase.
Fuck me up.
You're full of health, aren't you?
Huh?
You're full of health, aren't you?
It's 42.
Jamar, make a. What check would that be? Arcana?
You can be.
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh. 21.
All right. You know a little bit about ghosts and possession. You've seen it before. You would know that the possession lasts as the body drops 0 hit points, or the ghost ends the effect itself, or if the ghost is forced out by effect like dispel magic or dispel evil and good spell.
Okay, hell yeah.
So if you have something like that, then you know you can force them out.
I'm good. I ain't got none of that shit.
Well,
Neither.
You know the way to do it.
yep, you know the other way. Here we go.
Well, got them both.
And you share that information with anybody else in your turn?
Guys, the only way we can get rid of this possession is if John lets us. AO go. We bring him down to 0. Well, not
Kill
0.
him.
We kill him, but I can bring him back. Maybe. Just depending on his plot armor. And what was the other one?
It has to be dispel evil.
Yeah, it has to be dispelled. Dispel evil again. You get.
I'll tell you later.
Which one did you get good power? Damn.
Nah, not
Okay,
it's
well.
a really high level one.
Here we go. We're gonna go with this level 3. Got them both.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's still, let's see.
Go.
Instead of your dexterity, I think does he get his? Let me see. Hang on.
I'm held.
It retains its alignment, intelligence, charisma, immunity. Okay, so it still uses your dexterity
Okay.
or whatever save he's gonna make. If it's wisdom, charisma, or intelligence, that's his.
Yeah. But I was just seeing how many DC should
I
go.
rolled a lot of them.
God damn it. 10?
10 to hit.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I doubt you get with that.
Nope.
Now your turn, Jamar.
Dead. Well, still got anything bonus actions I can do?
Cast a spell, so if you have a cantrip, you can do something like that, or you can still move.
No, good.
Alright, Matt, you passed your turn last time. It's back to you, though.
Sure did. Let's see. I am going to dispel magic on the hold.
On the,
Mhm.
on AO.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it just like get everything? What do you? How's it work exactly?
Dispel magic. It is. I'll read the exact thing to you. Choose any creature, object, magical effect within a range. Any spell level 3 or lower that targets is immediately ended. A 4th spell or higher, you have to make an ability check of DC plus 10 plus spell level.
Okay. Possession is magical. I don't know. Not too sure. So tell you what.
Oh, were you doing hold person or were you doing possession?
Let's make this interesting.
Yeah, are you just spelling whole person?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then what level spell is that?
Why?
One.
Yeah, hey, just spell the crap out of that.
I just look at him like, as he dispels it, you know why I had him held. We could have took the rope, tied him up, took him back home, and they could have dispelled the evil from him.
Is it your turn?
I'm just like, look, you don't want to dispel them. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is this?
Deception in the ranks. Dun, dun,
Like, what are
dun.
you doing? Like,
All right. Well, the spell, your body, your feet. I'm sure you're doing the force choke thing.
yeah, force choke.
It releases. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's it.
All right. Well, it's. We're taking AOs.
All right.
So, Mary, it's your turn.
I am trying to find the room that the grandmother is in.
Okay, you're. It's okay. You run down to the other door, open it up, go down there. The hall comes back the other way, like it kind of like runs beside the dining room, going back the other way, and you can see there are there's 3 open doors and 1 closed one at the end of the hallway.
All right, I'll run up and knock on the door, and I assume that'll be my whole time.
Okay. Yeah, you can get there. And that goes back to Ao's turn. Actually, excuse me. It goes back to Oseron's turn. I keep forgetting to write you down because you're at the very last.
yeah, I'm the very last one.
And then Dan has a chance to do something. I almost forgot about you. Sorry.
It's all right. Last one. Thunderous Spice up. God, I gotta turn my phone. Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
as I see my
I wasn't
spell.
expecting all this to happen.
As I see my spell dispel, and whole person dispelled, I'm just like,
Yeah, you see Raynor hold his hand out and dispel your whole person.
I just looked at him crazy.
How you kind of do it, guys?
Yeah, I don't know what you was expecting, but it's either we kill him or we just could have tied him up and took him back, and they could have dispelled it. But since you want it that way, I have it your way. So I'm gonna go and get ready with Thunder Smite on my weapon.
Now you're gonna
Some
ready
bonus
Thunder
action.
Smite. Gonna cast it on your weapon.
Yeah, cast on the weapon, and I'm gonna try to hit AO.
Oh, you gotta. That's your
Yeah, it's a bonus
that's
action.
your action. Is it a bonus action to put Thunder Smite on there?
Yeah, well, it's a bonus action Thunder Smite.
No, it is. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you go.
I'm trying to hopefully knock some prone.
Yeah, hit him.
Yeah. All right, roll.
Why'd you roll that?
Because it's on the next attack.
Okay.
You have to get it
You
ready.
gotta hit me.
Yeah, I first gotta hit him, but yeah, it's a bonus action. I think you got to get it ready and then hit, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus action. You can
Get it
cast
ready.
You can cast a bonus action first.
Yeah, because it's the next attack.
Yeah, you put it on there and then you swing at him.
Yeah.
So hit him.
7 of the 12. It's 12
Yep.
hit?
No, 12 didn't hit.
All right. Mixed.
Oh, hey.
No, I was asking why'd you roll that and not that.
Oh, I thought I rolled. Oh, my fault. Jesus.
I rolled the
I
D12.
thought you rolled a
Did you roll a
D12. I rolled a
D12?
D12. Yeah, I was like, okay.
That's a good roll for that D12.
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
Hmm.
Nah, no better. That was 8.
Well, that's your second attack's not a bonus action, is it? So you still get 2 attacks.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I'll try
Yeah,
to
swing again.
Swing again. God.
Now, does your Thunder Smite stay on there since you missed, or is it the next successful attack? Here, let me help you.
It says
I'll help
10, yeah.
You rolled 13.
13, I got it. It's plus 5.
You gotta hit him
18.
anyway first. 13
Yeah.
hit you?
No, 18.
18?
18 does, yeah.
18 hit you? Alright, let's see
I
what
gotta
Thunder
add that.
Smite says about that thing real quick. You
The
got it
first
ready.
time you hit with a melee weapon.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, yeah. Alright, so you hit him. Roll your
John
damage.
doesn't get my stuff, does he?
The only thing he gets from you is your physical abilities, like your strength and your dexterity.
Would he
all
get
the,
evasion and stuff like that?
No, he
Or-
doesn't get your class features.
Okay.
He just gets, like, if you get an attack, 2 attacks, he get that, but he doesn't get sneak attack or anything like that. Or your evasion. Nah. He doesn't know those skills. And he doesn't know that you know them.
Roll 1d8. Another d8. 34. Yeah, 6, and then let's see. Pistol for 6. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed away 10 feet and not prone.
Alright.
So,
10.
10? What was it?
It's a spell attack actually. So it's proficiency.
Well, you hit him,
bonus,
you
3
pop it.
plus. Oh wow, he actually gets out of it because it's just 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, sound right.
Yeah, because it's a spell attack mod. Where you spell attack.
Here. Let me look, make sure.
So it's a proficiency bonus plus charisma mod.
Thunder Smite.
Yeah.
Hit me with a spell
So you did 6?
It went
8.
6.
What's your strength?
My strength?
Yeah.
15.
So plus what?
2.
2, 17. Well, yeah.
I think your save is 13 if you had your proficiency to
I
that.
had to
Right?
cast it one time, yeah.
8 plus proficiency plus your strength.
8 plus 11. Well, it says charisma mod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is what, 4?
Yeah. It's 12. 8 plus 4 is 12.
If it's above 10, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
No,
Terrence.
8 plus proficiency is above 10.
Yeah, I was like, you said 7. I was like, the starter's at 8.
Yeah.
So that can't be right.
No, I had to cast it before. That's
All right.
like the only thing. So now he is not prone.
Now, how much damage you do?
It won but 6 because I rolled 2 d6s.
So your second attack plus the damage from Thunderous Smite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
So he's not prone. He's pushed away 10 feet. So if he bumps into anything, in the room, that's up to you.
you
Yeah.
push him 10 feet back.
Yeah.
He's laying beside the bed that the body originally was in.
All right. And he is not prone.
Yeah, you're on the ground. Dane, you want to do anything?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the third one.
First, I'm going to yell at Raynar, Ray, what are you doing? This is absurd! And then I'm going to take in what Hymo said, and I'm going to attack Ao with the flat sides of my axes.
You were outside the door, right?
Yeah.
And Oseron had to move his full to get there, and then he knocked him back 10 feet, right?
Oh, shit.
So it's 25 plus
So
10.
he's 35 feet away from you right now.
Okay. I only moved 25. Well, I'll move close as I can then.
Okay, you can move 10 feet away. You can move up beside. your
Alright.
brother.
And shit. Now and emphasis on the yelling at Ray.
All right, it's going to be back to Ao's turn. I'm sure John's going to want to stand up.
Yeah, sure. Who's closest? Probably Oseron.
I'm 10 feet away from him, so yeah, I think I'll be the closest.
You guys are further back. Them two stand beside each other, but I would expect that Oseron would still be the closest, and the last one to actually strike you. And the kind of the John wants to attack Oseron.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do then.
All right.
Go ahead, buddy.
Gonna pop up, run at him. He doesn't get my spells or anything, right?
No, no spells.
Okay. Yeah, just dagger at him.
Yeah.
No. 11.
Yeah. All right.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. You yell at you, and this dagger bounces off you. This look of rage in your friend as he's staring at you.
And he doesn't get disengaged in anything, no.
No.
What about? Yeah, whatever. He's gonna stand there.
Oh, yeah, that's what he wants to do. He wants to go up there and stand there. Jamar, it's your turn.
We'll try the same thing again, level 3.
All right, hit him.
24?
That's him. You're between y'all. If you hit him or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely.
7. 13. 24.
24 damage.
Yeah.
How you looking over there, John Ao?
Let me do some math real quick.
Mash.
I'm still standing.
Okay.
The mash.
Matt, your turn.
I am going to pull out the Wand of Wonder.
Why?
And point it at AO and cast.
All right.
Why?
Wondrous.
Oh yeah, roll a D100. My bad.
Yeah, you got
My
rid of
bad.
D100.
My bad.
Oh shoot.
Alright, 39. Let's do it 39.
39.
Okay, what does the Wanda Wonder doing at 39?
We will find out. It's
Good
Probably
luck.
another freaking fireball.
oh god.
The house is gonna catch on fire here. This is gonna be great.
I cast lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt!
Lightning bolt!
All right, you roll the Wanda Wonder. You cast lightning bolt at, it's going to be, it's a 5 foot thing.
Who's all there?
I mean, not me.
Me?
Me?
Ducked out.
You knocked out?
I ducked out.
Oh.
I'm looking for grandma.
I mean, at the angle where you're probably standing too, yeah, you're probably gonna be shooting it through your homies.
Oh yeah.
But before we do the damage, everybody remember where you are because we need to stop there. We've been going for almost 4 hours. My babysitter's gotta go.
Yeah.
My babysitter's gotta go. So thank you guys very much for watching. As everyone's fighting each other. If you got any fan art, hashtag Cruising Plus. Let us know. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Till then, bye.
Bye.